can hear. Hallelujah. Oh my gosh, I've been playing again. I've been playing a little bit with my configuration and then aborted that immediately and rushed back to, it not working again. Let me get what am I looking at? I'm looking at this one. Okay, let's go with that. That's a better camera, I think. Let's go with that. I've got my fine Techbandits. Let's see if I can do this. We should be streaming. I have not done any tweeting. I've done nothing at all. I'm afraid it's been a complete disaster today. Far too many other things to do, it seems. And maybe, possibly, a new bandit with us as well. Potentially. Potentially new bandits are afoot. Let's go to Techbandits server. Let's go to, hey, Sebastian. How are you, buddy? Just make sure that I'm hearing. I'm going to go check that now. Here I go. Because I've, of course, been playing with everything, nothing will work now. The mic should be the USB. The output should be the... Should be that. I think that's it. We got Baz on there. Can we hear the Baz? Let's just see. Baz, are you talking? He is talking, but I can't hear him. I can't hear him probably because... How's that? Now I can hear you.
Can you hear me?
I can indeed.
Awesome. Hello, Dad.
How are you, buddy?
I am great. How are you?
A good day? A good day at school today, sir?
Yeah, pretty good day.
It's kind of weird asking you how your day was from the basement.
Yeah, well, I'm in, my room.
Yeah. It's a weird world we're living in. But you know what? It works. So, Baz, we got a new bandit today.
I know. Isn't that so cool?
I know. It's kind of neat. From Seattle.
Oh, my God.
I don't know. I don't know if he can join us or not, today. But let's. Do you want to invite him?
Well, they do seem to be online right now.
We'll see if you can drag him in. Drag him in. Is that how you do it, or get him? Yeah.
Well, they're online. If they notice.
I see. Well, to be fair, I haven't tweeted or anything. I haven't even emailed people to let them know that it's happening today. That's the kind of madness that we're onto today. So what I'll need to do is tweet and let everyone know. You know, those marketing things that I'm so good. I had a great chat with Barnacles yesterday about marketing and all sorts of stuff, and he's given me a whole laundry list of things that I should be doing, none of which I am, of course.
Nice. That is really cool.
Yeah, I know. He knows his stuff, that Barnacles guy. All right, let me just see if I can get on here. Let's see what's going on. I'm probably going to whistle. I'm going to deafen you for a second because I'm sure it's going to start playing ads. It's funny, isn't it, how it likes to do that. All right, I'm muted. Am I muted? I'm muted. No, I'm not muted. Am I muted now? Now am I muted?
Oh, that was stressful. No, you're not muted. I can still hear you. Sorry, I'm just playing a game.
Yes.
And I'm playing this League of Legends chess type thing. It's called TFT. Mm-hmm. And there's this one champion that I really wanted that was in the carousel, and someone else was about to take it. But I got it first, and I was like, oh, thank God.
Right.
Yeah, sorry. That's why I said.
No, not at all. If I recall well, David loved eating crepes at a French convention. Oh, I did. I did love j'adore les crepes. Afternoon, Hewlett. Someone says hello from the U.S. coup happening. Oh my God, Molly Bloom. Don't even start me on the politics. Everyone stay safe and sane down there, okay? Can everyone hear Baz, and can everyone hear me? How does our sound? How does it sound? I've been trying to switch things over to the PC so that I could have better control over this camera and also everything, and also it doesn't suddenly freeze in the middle of a stream. So I was hoping that I'd be able to switch over today, but I didn't get a chance to figure it out before 4 o'clock was upon us, and all things must be slightly on time. Okay, I'm tweeting. What am I tweeting? Ooh, I know what I'll send a picture of my mushrooms. An update.
That sounds so horrible.
Doesn't it? Yeah. I'm going to send a picture of my mushrooms out
I'm gonna send a picture
on
of my
social
mushroom.
media.
You're gonna send to social media.
That's what I'm going to
a picture
do.
of your mushroom.
Hello, have a look at me mushrooms. That's what I'm going to do.
Oh, check out these mushrooms.
Oh dear godness. Electric mushrooms. Electric mushrooms. And what are we talking about? We're going to talk about, you wanted to talk about bots too, didn't you? Bot attacks. I did some research for you.
Oh, yeah.
Mushrooms.
There's also something that I wanted to talk about, but it's very controversial, so I don't know if we should.
Ooh, I like controversy. Well, it depends what it is. If it's like about whether you should listen to what your parents say, then I say yes, parents should be listened to, and then that's the end of it.
Ah,
what do you think?
Okay.
Electric mushrooms, bot attacks,
and... Are we live right now?
Yes, we are. And controversy.
Okay, then I won't bring it up.
Oh, really? Do you want to text it to me, and I'll say, like, whether we should do it or not?
It's about the Call Me Carson thing.
The what?
Call Me Carson controversy.
What's
I'm
that?
Sure most people will know about it.
I don't. Should I know who that is?
It's about Call Me Carson is a very famous streamer, and it's about him grooming underage kids.
Ooh.
Basically.
So it's about online safety. There you go. That's worth talking about, isn't it?
Kind of. No, it was like, okay.
Like if creepy old guys ask you to join Techbandits, just say no.
He's not that old. The person was 17 at the time.
Yeah.
And he was 19.
Okay. Well, wait a sec. 17 and 19. Well, okay. I guess it's still strictly
this is the controversial
illegal, right?
part. Because, like, didn't our cousin date a 21-year-old when they were...
What? Who did? Someone dated a 21-year-old when they were younger than...
Evil twins.
Evil
twins dated a 22-year-old.
Is this something we should be discussing, though, online? Do they really want
to? No.
A couple of people we know dated people who were older than them when they were in high school.
Yeah.
That's kind of a weird line, though. I guess I don't...
Yeah.
I know obviously don't break the law, because that would be bad. But at the same time, it's a weird one. I don't know what the rules are on that stuff. I'm sure.
Like, I don't even know if it's grooming, because, like, yeah.
Well, grooming
it's very controversial.
Grooming is more about, like, setting people up for.
It's taking advantage of
younger people or people in positions that maybe don't have the power that you have.
Yeah.
Whatever that power may be. Interesting. Oh, is someone watching Bridgerton? Isn't that the one that Mum's watching? I keep coming in and people are talking in sort of Old English, and it's quite fun.
Yes, Bridgerton is what Mum's watching.
You know what I like the most about that show, and I haven't really watched a lot of it, other than just the acting, is that they use all these, like, modern songs, but they do them all like they're doing those court dances, like in the.
Oh yeah, you have talked about this.
Yeah, it's kind of neat.
It's so cool.
Morning from the Upside Down. No kidding, Spinner Breaker. It is pretty nuts out there right now, huh? Baz, do you know about this? You know that
about what?
Well, a bunch of Trump supporters, a large number of them by the sound of it, have basically, for want of a better word, stormed the Capitol. So they've basically had to stop the process of announcing officially the winner of the election because so many people have showed up. So...
oh, wow. That sounds very serious.
Oh, merci, Norm. Pour le bit, I guess. Couple thousand, one shot, at least one bomb, and a few other things like that. Really? Wow. Okay. Yeah. Thank you very much. 1997 All Out. Is that kind of a Fallout reference, perhaps? Beaucoup de français ici. Hein? C'est bon. Mais si je parle français, Cal gets very mad. Biden just spoke and was awesome. Trump's silent. It's really, really not great at the moment, really. No idea why that's a blocked term. What, French? Cal, what have you done? Yeah, the protesters are very out of hand. Now, when you say the protesters, is it everybody or coup in the U.S. now? The military are involved now? See, this was really what I was concerned about. Either way the election went, I was very concerned about Twit auto blocks the words "so French." Well, then we should start saying "so French" all the time. The right-wing Trumpers are trying to take over. And the right-wing protesters, Trump supporters, really? Okay. And the National Guard's involved now. Good God. This is
My friend
bizarre.
calls them the trumpets.
Hey, the wolf of I think pup.
Wolfpup's been here for a while.
Oh, really? Wolf pup. Sorry, we can't hear you. Just in case you're wondering why we're not listening to you.
Can't hear me?
Oh, now I can.
Okay.
Was that the first time you spoke?
Now I can hear Wolfpup.
I was talking about, like, I just said, like, hey, basically.
Oh, I missed that. Sorry, probably because I was babbling on. That's usually the way it is, right, Baz?
Yeah, you're always babbling.
Wow, so it's kind of weird. The politics, I guess politics are sort of taken over for a while. This is going to take a long time. So what's happened? Have they had to shut down... Have they had to shut things down there? Or what's the... I don't really know what... I'm not sort of up to the minute on this stuff. Wolf Pup, do you know what's going on down in the States in Washington?
No, I do not.
There's a curfew of 6 p.m. Apparently, people contesting the election have shown up at the Capitol and have forced basically the Capitol to shut down. So, shots were fired. Really?
Like gunshot? Well, of course, gunshots.
I mean, apparently, yeah. Apparently. Well, look,
Probably just scare people.
None of this news. None of this is news. This is all what I'm hearing on the chat right now. So I'm just going to be very, very clear here. I'm not announcing any of this stuff. I just wanted to know what was going on.
I know.
So a woman was shot. Wow. So the problem when you bring guns to a political rally, right?
Oh my.
I'm guessing there's too much people around and someone got shot because of how crazy it was there.
I guess so. It's on CNN. Okay.
Hopefully. I mean, like, hopefully it wasn't like a burst of anger or anything like that.
Shot by police, they're saying. Well, wow. I don't even want to know. The Proud Boys, the head of the Proud Boys just got arrested, I think, for burning a Black Lives Matter flag, which I guess, obviously, other than the obvious problems with people doing that, is I must imagine they've got him on the technicality of, like, you know, of like either public endangerment or starting a fire or something like that. Let an American explain it for you. You see a bunch of crack. Oops, what is that? Gotta be okay. So we got to be a little careful here. We are doing Tech Bandits, so we need to keep this sort of need to keep this on track and as well, should we say unbiased as possible? Because I think everyone should have the right to have their own opinions, whether you agree with them or not. And everyone is doing a very good job of that so far, and I thank them for that. But we are doing Tech Bandits today, so I want to make sure that if we're discussing this in a way that that our Tech Bandits can be proud of, should we say. Watching NBC Live on Facebook, National Guard is moving in fully armed. Wow, because the whole idea was they were trying very hard not to come in trying very hard not to come in armed. In fact, they had made a big show of not having weapons because they're concerned that obviously you don't want a military involved in an election in any country because obviously that doesn't really show people that we're having a free election, does it? All right, Jonah SHS, thank you very much for your Prime Gaming subscription. Much appreciated. And for everyone else for the hype train, for that matter. There's screaming
yes, make sure to use your Prime subs.
Oh, Minecraft Earth is closing down today, says Cal. Thank you.
Yeah.
Really? I just don't understand. Really. But why didn't that work?
Really
Explain to me
bad.
why that didn't work. But why was it really bad? I'm just going to do my...
No one played it.
Well, okay. Because no one played it. And COVID. Really.
It was boring. In my opinion, it was a good game. Could have been good game. But they didn't do as well. I don't think they made it well.
I found it complicated, for sure.
Yeah.
But I thought the promise of it was exceptional. The idea of being able to, in virtual reality, well, in AR, like, I love the idea of, like, building a place, building a palace or something that then other people could come and see. It would just be amazing to me.
That was cool, but it didn't work that way.
No? What was the deal then?
So,
Vortex, thank you very much.
What they said what they said would happen
Hmm.
is that you'd be able to go around and look at people's houses, but that's not what was able to happen. You'd have to be openly invited to those houses. That means you can't go around and see what other people's houses were, which
Oh.
made me lose interest in the game.
Yeah, because the whole
Wasn't
point
like,
is you want to share your
I
creations.
wanted
Right?
to play this because I wanted to be able to go around and look at what people were building.
Right. Right. Fair enough.
That wasn't the case.
And that was not the case, was it not?
No.
Yeah, I played it a little bit, whereas I was hanging out with a kid at McCordick. They were waiting for the school buses they're having troubles with the school buses, and so I was hanging out with this guy while he was waiting for his school bus to show up, and he is, the term is not nonverbal, but he couldn't communicate through voice, or I guess through hand signs. So I was just sort of showing him Minecraft Earth because I thought it'd be kind of cool for him to see what you could do with this stuff. And I was explaining that there were tools that would allow him to be able to do this from his wheelchair. But I found it very complicated. Like, it's hard to explain to him, and it was just that I felt was probably, not a great stuff. Can we not stuff Baz into an oven? What? The heck? Wait a sec.
You're stuffing me into an oven?
How did the chat go
How
there?
dare you stuff me into an oven?
Cal?
Why would you guys stuff me? You guys are horrible.
What the heck? Oh, I had heard
Chat. You guys.
All right, I gotta just post my little welcomes to people so they know that it's happening. Otherwise it'll just be us talking. Though that's not bad either, is it, Wolf Pup? How are you, Wolf Pup? By the way,
I am good.
what's up? Anything exciting? Anything exciting or new for you?
I just played Club Penguin to get a chance to
What?
get Discord Nitro.
Wait a second. They've put Club Penguin back together again?
Yeah, there's something called Club Penguin Chapter 2, and I'm in a Discord server, and if you go into their events,
Yeah.
their Club Penguin events...
Isn't an actual Discord server?
Yeah, my friend has got Nitro.
Okay.
I have
Just
Nitro.
wondering.
Don't I
Just
have
being
Nitro
careful for you.
myself? I think I have Nitro.
Yeah. You pay for it every month and you never use Discord.
I know. It's the weirdest thing because I feel like I should be using Discord and I want to support Discord because we use them all the time, right? Did we invite Jefferson, by the way? Did anyone invite
Jefferson can be here. No one actively invited him. At least
Oh.
I didn't.
Can I invite him now? How do I do this? Can I invite?
You can at Jefferson
Is that what I do?
if you want.
Invite to server?
Yeah, you can do
But
that.
he's already on our server, so I don't need to invite him again, do I?
No, you can
I'll do
way
it.
to invite someone to the call.
Thanks, Wolf Pup. So, Wolf Pup,
Yeah,
just so you know, so
thanks.
Jefferson is a new tech bandit who I believe hails from Seattle. But when we get him in here, or her in there, actually, I don't know who it is for that matter. In fact, it doesn't matter, does it?
Them.
Because it's just Jefferson.
Them. You could say them.
Thank you. That is the pronoun I'm supposed to use, is it not?
I'm
it-
trying to
That
figure out,
is
because I know you can do it.
How does one invite someone to this stuff? Maybe. Oh, wait a sec, Baz. What am I supposed to start? You said there was some other program I'm supposed to start running while I'm streaming.
Usually you want to open up Streamlabs because that's how you see who is.
Oh, I see.
Doing
Okay.
those things.
So just start that. Krillin, we're just chilling, Krillin. We're doing some Tech Bandits today. Actually, Game Bandits, because we have some game stuff to talk about. First off, Cal, thank you for everything. Cal, as always, and Ruby K are being amazing with the mod. One of the things I keep talking about with Barnacles on our chats and Auxiliary is just how freaking lucky we are to have mods. Streamlabs OBS needs additional information. They want my microphone and my webcam. Are they allowed to do that?
Yeah.
Streamlabs is allowed to have everything. It is
Okay.
OBS.
All right. Sign in with your streaming account. Which account do I want to do? I want to do Twitch. I'm guessing.
That's...
Not my Twitch though.
Oh.
Yeah, then you would be able to show whatever's on your computer on his Twitch.
Right. Oh my gosh, I can't figure this out at all. Okay, hang on. So if I want to go in, but you're saying Streamlabs has to be running for me to do something. I can't remember what it is. Why is it
For you to be able to see who's donating and stuff.
Oh, I see. Oh yeah, I want to be nice to people for God's sake, if I can. All right. So as long as I'm not showing anything too much. All right. Ooh, I sound like Baz now, don't I? Don't
How do you sound like me?
Oh, look at that. Because the keyboard clicking away.
Oh.
Right? Oops, password was incorrect. Boy, what have I done wrong? Baz, what have I done wrong now?
I don't know. What have you done wrong?
Something terrible, I'm sure. I can never figure out why. I had to change. When I changed the name, I think I screwed up all of the options for what I'm supposed to save things as. So let me just try this. If I copy that password, it's going to boot me out in a second because I keep putting the wrong thing in. Trust me. Trust me. Is that it? Oh, welcome back. What do you think? Oh, man, now they want to send me text messages now. This is endless. Actually, I think I have like a, don't I have like a thing for that? I think I have like a LastPass authenticator for that. Baz, tell us about this bot thing that you wanted us to talk about, which I thought was genius.
Bot attacks?
Yeah, there was like, explain what happened yesterday.
Okay, so on the Discord called Tyler1, he's like a really famous, he's like one of the best Draven players, which is a League of Legends character.
Right.
He's like a really good League of Legends player.
Okay.
And the other day, his Discord server was spammed by racist comments inviting someone to a Discord server, basically.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. And they just spammed these comments like, come to my server, and like, yeah, just spammed about it.
Huh.
And like, it would give me like, I would say every couple of seconds I'd get another like 100
Racist
messages.
Spam of some sort, yeah.
So I had to leave the server in the end actually because
really?
I like couldn't do it.
Really?
I had like 400 messages every 5 minutes, and I'm like, I can't keep up because they wouldn't spam it into one channel; it would spam it into every channel.
Hmm. But what was the... Explain a bot attack to me, because I understand the technical side of it. I don't understand
Basically,
exactly... Yeah.
you hack into a Discord server
Okay.
to code in a bot who will spam something in that Discord server.
Hmm.
Do you remember that?
I think so. But So the way I understand it, and stop me if I've got this wrong, but these bots exist in the cloud. It's almost like instead they're pretending to be. They can be used for good. If only they'd use their bot for good. They can be used to do useful things, but they run in the internet on the internet, and they access.
Bots are usually very good, in my
Right.
opinion.
Well, we've got Nightbot, and Cal's a bot too, isn't she?
Well, yeah. Like, I have this one bot on a server that I called Waifu Bot, where it's basically you just roll for different anime characters. And I love that bot. It's an awesome bot. It's named Mude. It's really cool. It has commands, and I know all of them now. Because
Right.
I've played it on it for, like, months.
Right.
But it's really good. Like, it's a good... Like, bots are great. Like, they help with a lot of things. Like, we have Nightbot in our server. Like, without a bot, it wouldn't be telling everyone on our Discord server that someone's streaming.
Right. Okay.
And stuff like that.
So that's good.
So bots, yeah. And so, but these kind of bots are not at all good. They're like the worst bots that you could think of, probably.
Hey, Cal. So Cal's Discord, one of the servers that Cal was on got bot rated. Was it the same one, Cal? The same one. And Molly Bloom, have you seriously never heard of a bot raid before? I'm just curious because I knew about bots. We talked about shopping bots the other day, right? Like bots that would go out and what was that, Wolf Pup?
I wanted to say I got a bot raid. I don't know what server because I left it, but they weren't saying anything racist. They were just giving everybody roles and all that. Like they gave everybody roles and were deleting people.
Ooh, that's not good. I mean, it's got to be tough if you spend all this time getting a community together and then some jerk shows up and starts destroying it with a bot. That kind of sucks. The thing that I thought was interesting was like Baz said the other day,
It
hey,
really sucks.
you were saying the other day, like, oh, my computer's running really slowly. Oh, by the way, we we pulled apart Baz's computer, had to vacuum out, like, there was about 4 or 5 cats living in his, there's 4 or 5 cats worth of dog hair in his PC, and also his saggy it wasn't saggy motherboard, it was his saggy GPU. I'm afraid he had a bit of a saggy GPU. So we shoved...
And now it's being held up by Venom.
Yeah, we've got Venom stuck underneath the motherboard, holding him up, because it just had a bit of a sag to it, and our fear was that it was doing a bit of reboots, like random reboots. Like I would walk in and barely touch it, and it would reboot.
Drop kicked it across the room.
Yeah, I drop kicked it across the room, right. So the point was that Baz said, yeah, it's working much better now, but it seems slower. And I was saying, oh my God, dude, you could be one of the zombie PCs in a bot attack, right? Like anyone could be running a bot that they don't even know, because the whole point is that they've got these botnets of millions of zombie computers that can be used to control things. I thought it'd be kind of neat to have. Just to do good things with, you know what I mean? Or even just to know how to do it, so you know how to stop it when it happens. But I'm sorry, but maybe I'm just a jerk or an evil genius. But wouldn't it be kind of cool to have like 100 million computers at your disposal to do, like, to go and like raid go and give Barnacles like 1 million followers or something? How cool would that be?
You can buy followers.
Oh my God! Do you see that? Fate Funk found a dead mouse in their PC once.
What?
Oh my God.
You're not supposed to do that to your PC, put mouse in there.
Yeah, my mouse died. It has a whole different meaning, right? This mouse isn't working anymore.
Imagine losing a hamster or something, and then finding it dead in your PC.
Oh God, that's horrible. That's
Sorry.
awful. How do we get so dark? Darn you, Fate Funk. Staller X, greetings to you too. Careful, David, leaning on evil mastermind territory. Damn right, Ruby K. Or is that like a mod talking? Am I being modded?
That's kind of weird to find that in your computer, because how would it get in there?
Well, I guess you could get, I suppose it could go in there to get warm.
Is it an open gate?
Oh, yeah. How did it get in? Oh, that's weird. Oh, maybe, no, I was going to say the mom could have laid eggs, laid their young in there, but of course.
Yes.
Yeah, wait a second. Was it an open? Grandma, get out of my PC. Game Buster, how are you? Did you play out the Stargate single-player scenario explorers for Arma 3? I did not. I did not do that. Mice can fold themselves very thin, says Gordon861. He would know.
So the mouse just turned into like a piece of paper, went under, and then it just started vibing in the PC when you started. I think if I had one in mine, it would die.
It turned itself into a CD-ROM and put itself in, or a DVD.
I feel like mine would die because if the mouse was in my PC, even if it had food and water, it would die. It's because my fan goes crazy when I play Ark.
Oh, because the system's like, it's just putting a lot of stress on the system.
Yeah.
That would scare the mice away. That's why you don't have mice in your PC.
Because whenever I play Ark, it just, like, once, I just hear, like, low humming, but, like, yesterday, all I heard was just loud.
Yeah. Woo! That's what mine does sometimes. I'm not sure if you can actually hear it. Wait, if I can.
So I had to sit up and look and be like, oh my.
Oh my God! That's like a vacuum!
It sounded like a vacuum.
That's my laptop. That's my laptop freaking out. Yeah. That's when it gets overheated, that's what it sounds like. I'm dealing with 1990s technology, remember, right?
Mm-hmm.
So someone was asking, Game Busters was asking about joining up. So basically, what are our rules? What do you got, Bandits?
For what?
For oh, thank you, 1977 All Out. What are the rules for joining Tech Bandits? Are there rules?
Yeah, you have to be a kid.
Okay, so you got to be the age. We said like what, between like 10 and 14-ish or 16-ish. We thought 16-year-olds probably wouldn't be as interested.
I say 10 and 16.
10 to 16. You think so? What do you think, Wolf Pup?
Yeah,
I think if you can get away with lying, though, if you can get away with pretending to be 10 and you're under 10, I say you're welcome to.
Like, all you need is a voice changer.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I used to have a voice changer, and I used it, and it made me sound like I was way older than I am.
Oh, that's cool. Well, that's just so people don't, like, start asking if you're a girl or that kind of stuff while you're gaming?
Yeah.
Because that's what Baz used to get that, too. I used to get that all the time.
I play VR chat, but so I need a voice changer, but I don't have one yet.
Oh, that's neat.
It's actually quite stupid, but
So we think
I
10
don't
to
care.
14.
I'm trying to remember what voice changer is it that I used to use.
All right, so you're basically welcome to be a part of this if you are 10 to 16, we said? Is that what you said? We decided on? Is that...
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's clownfish voice changer.
You have to be about like a 10 to like
a million.
be a minor.
Well, no, because I
You
think...
have to,
Oh, be a minor, I see.
you have to be a minor.
Yeah, I feel like it might get a bit weird if there's too many grown-ups involved. Because not all the grown-ups are going to understand what we're doing.
It's a kid thing.
Yeah, okay, it's a kid thing.
Oh.
But the reality is...
Just leave it there. Just leave it there.
Okay, it's a kid thing. Everyone's welcome, obviously. I try to talk to the stream chat as well because it's just kind of fun. We love our stream chat. What? You can use a voice? Ruby K's got a voice changer for us. What does that do? Should we try it out? Do you want to try out the voice changer?
It says...
How does it work?
It is a voice... It's a text-to-speech.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah.
Interesting. Am I accepting the terms of service? I'm accepting them because I've looked over them very quickly.
I did. I'm trying to figure out how I can get it to talk.
Will it say something?
I don't know yet.
Hello, Earth Wings. Will that work? Let's see. It didn't talk. Did you talk for you?
No.
Something's supposed to talk?
I thought so.
I'm not hearing nothing.
Oh, wow. Yeah, no, I don't hear anything either. You know what? Maybe because it's probably going to the wrong... Knowing my computer, it's all set up for the wrong audio. It's usually the way it works. I'll have to play with that, though. I do like the idea of voice changers.
I did it.
Oh, did it work? Can we hear it?
I'm making... It's My Little Pony. I got it to say Hello, Earth. Oh my god, I hated that.
That's so funny. Mine said hello. Oh, you have to choose a voice. That's what it was. I was wondering what it was asking about the voices.
I'm gonna get it to be Sans.
Where? I missed it. Where did I put it?
I feel like it's just going to do that. It is. It's just the voice thing that I can't say it.
Oh, really?
It's hard to do it. It's like the thing that the voice does.
Wait a sec. So Game Buster's saying your niece is 9. Yeah, not. I mean, as long it depends. If you're a grown up 9, I'm sure we could probably let that slide. But Game Buster. How old is Game Buster? Wait a sec. Game Buster. If you have a niece, chances are you're probably too old, right? Does that make sense?
So there is a My Little Pony Friendship is Magic. I'm curious if I could see people trying to figure out if they can get it to swear. I don't know why.
Oh, really? Well, that's because that's the first thing everyone does, right? At the Science Center. Go ahead.
I feel like it's stuff that people would do.
Well, Baz and I were watching a show last night called like The History of FUCK. And it's all about swear words. And it's just the history of the words and where they came from. And they have this really cool story about where they think the F word came from. And it turns out it's just a lie. Someone just made it up. But isn't it funny how some words take on that kind of power? And I guess it's just over time. They become sort of imbued with the power to offend. Yeah, with Nick Cage, Webby Web Web. Yeah. And of course, Nick Cage is a good one for that because he tends to swear a lot. Although I was quite surprised that Jonah Hill was the actor with the most swear words because of like one movie.
I think they were all.
Tweety Rose doing we're back to the dino insults. Thank you, Tweety Rose. I appreciate that. Ruby K, what is this tech project you're working on?
I just tested it out, and yes, it does. It will swear.
It will allow you to do that. Okay, all right. It's a project by a guy to us AI to generate characters' voices. Oh, that's neat.
It
A
does
voice
SpongeBob.
generator.
It does SpongeBob.
That's wild. I wonder what the copyright issues are on that. Like, are you allowed to use the voice? Like, are you allowed to like mimic? I guess if you're not actually doing the voice, you're okay. But if AI can perfectly replicate it, isn't that kind of ripping someone off?
No.
No, the voice thing is the tech project uses learning software to listen to voices. Oh wow, so it's like a neural network that figures out how to recreate them. It's pretty neat. Jaws yeah, I mean it wasn't a great series. I think the first episode was really fun, and then after that it's like it starts going into other words and you're like, okay, enough. I think it's in small doses it works. Yeah, neural network, fantastic. HR Pugs. How are you, HR Pugs? We were talking HR Pugs in the family the other day. I have a bunch of stuff for manipulating sounds, so can make myself sound older or younger, like a robot.
I think you're thinking about the wrong person.
Oh, is it not our Pugs?
Yeah.
Different Pugs.
Their
Never
name's
mind.
Animal Escobar.
Welcome.
So we were not talking to that person.
All right, we were not talking to HR Pugs then. I apologize. Hello, HR Pugs. You have a very good name. I've seen Kiboga train voice software to auto-call scammers and waste their time. Oh, that's neat. Hey, Cap Mandy, how are you? And my new lab is all voice command now, using C by GE. Really? Interesting. Thank you, Cribblevosser. Much appreciated. What have I missed with Cal? Oh, yeah, right. Yeah, that's neat. I've seen train voice software to auto-call scammers. I love that. The idea of calling... So those annoying phone calls that you're like, hi, you have been selected to win a new washing machine. You can actually get it to call up and waste their time. I like it. This is Pugs on the East Coast. Woohoo! East Coast Pugs in the house.
Wait, East Coast Pugs?
East Coast
Where's
Pugs.
that?
Well, I don't know where that is, but it's his name or their name is. Sorry, I gotta get that used to. You said, don't I? HR Pugs is in the house, is in the stream chat. But we know a family that goes. Was it like Ninja Pug they use a lot, right?
Manila. Well, there's Manila Pugzilla, and then
Manila Pugzilla,
now, if you want, I know who you're talking about. So it's Animal Escobar is their name.
Ha! All right, so we'll keep an eye out for him too. And that really is a him, just to be clear. Okay, so we couldn't raise our friend Jefferson. We haven't, of course, I haven't emailed, so Noodles probably doesn't even know we're doing this. Poor Noodles. I do want. Sorry.
I was on the thing and I did SpongeBob and it didn't sound like SpongeBob. It sounded like a very weird accent. It didn't sound like SpongeBob.
Ha! Did it sound at all? Well, I should try. Let me see if there's a way of making it. Let's see if I can. Someone have that link again. Could someone pop that link back in again? That Ruby K link. If anyone's got it. And then I can just cut it straight from here. Bullets T. Hello from Ireland. To you too, Bullets T. Ireland, you guys are dealing with some stuff now too, aren't you? With the whole Brexit thing. It's busting that all wide open. All right, let's try this again. Okay, I'm going to go here. Keep me posted as to what's happening in the capital, by the way.
I'm going to try to see if I can...
What do we got? Okay. What can I write? What should I do? David is the best. Cal is the worst. How's that? Do that. Okay, do that. I'm going to go to here. What kind of sound source should we use? They should have like a... Do you think they have a McKay? I doubt it. Ooh,
I doubt it.
How about Doctor Who? Oh, that's the Doctor they use? That's not the Doctor Who. That's just a recent Doctor Who. Let's see what we can get. Here we go. You going to get it? Receiving audio. Ready?
David is the best, Cal's the worst. David is the best, Cal's the worst.
The cow is the best.
Cow
what?
wrong. Yeah, they said cow's the worst.
No, it said Cal. It just didn't say it very well.
I heard
cow.
I heard
Here you go.
cow.
I'll put it close to it. Wait a second. Here you go. Let's try it.
Now that you said that, now I hear Cal's the worst.
Here you go.
We didn't even hear that.
David is the best
I still see
cow
cow.
lost.
It's too fast.
Yeah, I still hear cow.
I think it's too
It's
fast.
still cow.
What if I generate it with a different? I'll generate with a different word, different one. Who we got?
I hear David's the best, cow's the worst.
Cow.
Cow.
We got to get it right. Ooh, 2001: Space Odyssey. That would be cool. We can get Hal to say it for us. Ready? Okay, ready. Here we go. It's loading.
really?
It's loading the model. It's receiving the audio. Here we go. We're generating it right now. We're generating it, and here we go.
David is the best, cow is the worst.
I like that one.
It sounded very sad. It didn't sound.
Yeah, it sounds really depressed. Cow's the worst.
One's
Cow's the
depressed
cow.
because someone's about to shut her down, or it down. That's great. Okay, so that is really fun. Thank you, Ruby K. That is a beautiful use of technology. But what are you gonna do when? Oh my gosh, what are they gonna do when they can just program me? They don't need me anymore. You just get me to say whatever you want.
I actually thought of that because when the SpongeBob, like, what if they get SpongeBob perfectly, and then they just say, "Goodbye, person. You are no longer needed."
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
I feel like they'd still have to pay them on set. Like,
Maybe you get the rights. You get like a residuals or something for people using your voice.
Yeah,
or
no,
something.
you just need the rights to their voice.
Let me try this.
so I can just become someone's voice and be like, "Hi," and then if they say, "Hey, that's my voice," I'd be, "No, it's mine now."
All right, let's try this. See if this works. I'm gonna try it with SpongeBob, but it's a slightly different one. Here we go. Let's see what we've got.
Yeah, SpongeBob. If you're using the older one, like the one that I use, it doesn't sound like SpongeBob. It sounds with a very weird accent.
All right, let's try this. See what you think of this.
Ruby K is my favorite moderator.
That one sounded right.
That's pretty good.
I feel
sounded
like Cal
so
is
good. Oh my
very
God.
angry at the moment.
Ruby K is my favorite moderator.
I didn't say it.
So
I didn't say it. It was SpongeBob. What do you want?
You still had to type it in.
oh, damn.
This program is a lot more in depth than it looks. They're actually teaching it how to speak with emotions and inflections. The guy running the program, or the program, is doing this to write an actual paper on AI learning. Oh, that's neat AI. That is neat AI. I gotta say.
I feel like Cal right now is just like, is just like,
Hey, do you hear that? So Stolarex is saying that they have a Raspberry Pi running Jarvis, and they could say, Jarvis, turn on lab, and everything comes on, and Jarvis, turn on the solder station. That's cool. Deepfakes and AI generated
so
voice.
sick.
Why
Yep.
didn't you name it Jarvis? Why not?
Do you not know who Jarvis is?
It's from Iron Man.
Yeah, but I think
Yeah.
there's actually, there isn't there like a voice assistant called Jarvis?
Yeah.
I think.
I thought you didn't know who Jarvis was for a second.
No, I knew who Jarvis is. I wanted to watch all the Marvel movies with my mom.
Right. So you've been saving them up?
I haven't watched much. We watched like 3 of them, and then we stopped watching them.
Right. Why?
I don't know. We were watching them in the MCU order.
Oh, wow. Okay. So you were doing the homework.
Yeah, we were doing it in the MCU order. So, like, Iron Man, all the Iron Mans, Hulk.
I love the Iron Mans. Oh, did you watch the bad old Hulks?
I don't think so.
Hmm.
Is it like you can clearly see that it's painted on somebody?
Oh, no, that was that was my generation. That's like the TV series. No, it wasn't as bad as that, but it was just like really slow.
I thought you were saying, like, it's bad quality. Like, you can clearly see.
Oh, no.
That-
No, it wasn't that bad.
I thought that's what you were saying. Like, it's clearly just a guy in. I'm trying to remember colors. I couldn't remember. Green for a second.
Green. Hulk smash. Okay, so I found a video. Have you ever heard of number file? Are they called number file? Or are they called computer file? I thought they were number file, but I guess there's a computer file version. Is there a computer part as well? I guess there is. And I found their YouTube on Botnex it was a great sort of introduction to it. But then I started looking, and I love the idea of bots. Like, I think it just makes sense. We've got computers doing stuff on computers. Why not get computers to do that for us, right? Doesn't that, like, I mean, I love that idea. But
You get a computer to play your video. Well, technically that's hacks. I was going to say
Yeah.
you get a computer to play your video game for you. Technically that's hacks.
yeah, that's what is it? Auto targeting? What do you call it?
Auto aim.
Auto aim.
Aimbot.
Aimbot. It's an aimbot. There you go. Who do we have? Hey, we got Alan here. How are you, Alan?
Hey,
He's
did you build that?
lurking.
Can you hear me?
I can now. How you doing?
Did you guys? I was looking back through the history and I saw you guys did a PC build like a few days ago.
We did not. A build?
Oh,
A PC
I don't know.
build?
It was just the name of the.
I probably forgot to change the name of the stream. In fact, this one is probably
that's
called a
all.
PC build as well. But I did get.
I was like, I missed it. Oh no!
But look, I did get the memory.
You got the memory. Yeah, you got the.
Thanks
yeah.
for the memories. I'm
Memory.
thinking maybe like, are you around? Are you kicking around tomorrow?
When you just cut out.
Oh, sorry. That's because I turned away from the microphone as I tend to do. Is Thursday any good for a build? Thinking I might.
Thursday.
I
Checks
mean, it
multiple calendars.
Too many.
You mean
calendars.
tomorrow? You mean tomorrow?
Yeah. I thought I might.
What time?
Well, it doesn't really matter. I mean, I thought we could because I need to do this build, right, guys?
Just got to make sure I'm not. I got a gap in my actual work.
Your actual work is it actual work hours or is it just like something you just do all the time?
No, it's
Like-
calls.
It's calls, right.
Yeah.
Oh, so like it's certain times where you have to do it?
I mean, if it's a call that I have to be on, then I kind of have to be on it.
Unless you can write a bot to do it for you, Alan. That's what we've just been talking about, bots.
Yes, guys, we should make faster SSDs at Intel. Yes.
Exactly. There you go. You could just say, "Hey guys, for this
It
meeting."
just repeats that every 5 seconds.
No, you should get the text to speech, like the one that Cal sent, and get your voice as SpongeBob and just say, "Sorry, I'm now the voice of SpongeBob."
Yeah, just say, "I'm going to try doing this whole meeting as SpongeBob," and then there you go. You're done.
You're
Yep.
done. You can just use the text to speech to.
Wait a sec. How do I give it my voice? 'Cause
I
then
don't.
Everything could sound panicked or condescending. It'd be great.
Call it helogram.
There you go. That's it. Too late. Done. McKaygram.
Yep.
David.
McKaygram, helogram. I don't know. I really enjoy the helogram thing.
Oh, did you like that?
I got a kick out of that.
I was fun. It was really fun. It was the first time I'd met Aaron too.
I got a soft spot for anything that's retro,
Oh, it was
like 80s.
well, and they seriously worked on that. Like they like
Oh,
to
yeah.
make it look 80s. They had to go like they had to do above and beyond the usual VFX to make it look old and as old and terrible as me. You know, it's hard. What are you talking about the transcription of the? There you go. There's tons of it's true. You've got tons of information that you could feed the AI for sure. Hello, MP Imp. Hello, full time
True.
job.
Yeah.
And Geezer Geek.
Just point it at every single PC per podcast.
Oh, that's
And,
true. Or Tech Talk. Jesus, me and
Tech Talks.
Barclays. I wonder
Yeah,
how,
there you go.
But then you'd have to tell it. You'd have to explain to it. Surely you must have to curate the stuff you're giving it because it's not going to be able to figure out which. Otherwise, you're going to get a weird combination of all the voices it hears, right?
Oh, I don't know.
I would think.
Anyway. So what time are you thinking?
Well, look.
Thursday.
Normally we do Tech Bandits around 4:00, but I'm thinking I might start earlier in the day just because it's going to take a while. So I thought I could just sort of like do like a casual stream where I slowly build the thing.
If you
For
do,
me,
let's see.
if I was going to talk in it, 2:30 would be.
2:30 is good.
2:30 is when I'm normally have no school. It's because
Okay.
that's our independent learning break, which if
Ah.
I finish all my work, which
Right.
I will try to do,
Okay. Baz,
I
when are you free, Baz? He's free now because he's dual screening.
Oh, sorry.
No worries, buddy.
I wasn't dual screening. I didn't know my mic was
Oh, okay.
muted.
was muted.
Like, why won't you listen to me? Yeah.
I have a keybind to mute and unmute mic, and I press it a lot by accident.
Ah, very good. When you fall asleep, you land on the keybind mic.
I just turn on push to talk sometimes, but I've seen that makes like a little doo-doo noise
Yeah, it makes
every
a weird.
time.
Yeah, I find it frustrating. But Baz, when are you free? When do you do you have any free time during the day tomorrow to help out with a PC build? I mean, without me taking you out of school, like I know you're going to ask.
Please
Yeah,
take
I probably
notes.
could have some free time.
That you would be willing to share with PC building? Because Alan, what I'm thinking is we can. I mean, you can just drop by whenever you feel like it. That's if I
Yeah,
get
I'll be-
stuck, you might get a text.
I'll be busy between 3 and 5.
Okay.
But
Well-
I'm relatively open like 1 or sorry. Yeah, from like 1 to 3 I'm open, and then after 5
Okay.
I'm open Eastern.
Oh, so
I don't-
maybe
I
we'll
think
start
you're
a little
Eastern.
earlier. We'll start maybe a little earlier, Wolf Pup, and then go from there. But I'll tell you what. I'll text you, email you. How do we normally contact? Is it Discord? I guess it's Discord. I'll
We
Discord
usually
you.
do email, but I'm beginning to think we need to do text if it's a more real time thing, because otherwise I might not see it.
Oh, that's true. And also, there's too many things to check now.
Yeah, that's another
It's like
problem.
Discord, and then there's like people will text me on Twitter, and then
I'm meaning to ask you. I was like, yeah, like,
my God.
what if I need to actually get a hold of him faster? Like,
no,
it's-
I'll send you a phone number,
a thing,
a
a
secret
thing,
bat line.
a secret, yeah, super secret.
Discord is my main way of talking to people.
I think Baz, you're the same, aren't you? You tend to use Discord the most.
Same.
Yeah.
The only thing that messes me up, like, I don't mind different mediums. Like, I don't have an issue with that at all. But half the time, like, sometimes notifications act up, and like you don't get the notification, and like like actually, David, you've messaged me on Discord a couple of times, and I haven't even noticed until I happen to go back to the PC. I'm like, what's that little? There's
me.
a little number next to David. Oh, crap! He sent me a message like 5 days ago.
That's me too.
Oh,
I'm
wait.
exactly the same way. Like I'm awful. Like I go
Yeah.
there and there's like messages. I go like,
Yeah, it's not- I don't think-
2019.
Yeah, it's
I'm
not
pretty
necessarily your
sure-
fault. It's just you got so many notifications coming in sometimes. That just even if you got the notification, it gets
My
sent to
dad
the bottom of the
doesn't
list.
check notifications. And it takes me off.
Well, I don't like notifications because I don't want to be.
You don't know Discord exists sometimes.
But here's the thing, though: is I want to tell the computers when I'm interested in getting my information, as opposed to have the
No, but you
computers.
can't always. The computer will always.
Well, otherwise you're constantly going like, bloop, what's that? Bloop, what's that?
Yeah.
Everything has the same urgency to it. Like it could be bloop, America is having is under siege, or it could be bloop, hey, this is special on tomatoes. You know what I mean? How is it going down there, by the way? Are you keeping track of what's going on there, Alan?
Yes, I'm keeping track, and I'm shaking my head just like a lot of people are.
Yeah.
Because
For me, I need to
I'm
figure out-
retired military, so for me to see that kind of stuff happening, it just baffles me.
But they're
It's
saying
just
that
like,
the military
really?
is being brought in armed to deal with this stuff.
Nah. They got plenty of other police around the Capitol to
Okay.
take care of that. Yeah, I mean, they might bring in like National Guard type stuff, but they're not going to have them, unless it really ramps up. I don't think those guys are going to have to get involved. There's plenty of police around the Capitol.
The problem, of course, is it's just the optics on that. I mean, to the rest of the world, seeing an election that ends up in the military being called in is just a horrible, basically.
It doesn't look great, especially when the U.S. is usually trying to convince other countries, hey, you should do this, democracy thing, and look how good it is. And now we're kind of shooting ourselves in the foot.
Yeah,
So.
or in the neck, as the case may be.
Possibly.
poor woman
Shooting yourself in the foot is not a good idea.
Yeah, generally a bad idea.
Yeah.
You
Do not recommend.
apparently people used to do it to get out of service if they were sort of
That is
losing
true.
during the war. You'd shoot yourself in the foot because then they can't use you for anything, basically.
Yep.
And it was sort of a way of getting out, but it was also seen as an incredibly cowardly thing to do. I think couldn't you get court-martialed for something like that? Isn't that like
Yeah.
being that for either being that careless or that.
If you did it on purpose, then yes. If they can prove you did it on purpose just to get out of duty, then it is absolutely against the regulations.
It's an
What
interesting
if you're
question. Sorry, go ahead, Wolf Pup.
What if you're picking it up, but someone has it set to shoot at a certain time, and you're pretending to shoot it at your foot, and then, yeah, that happens.
Wait a second. How many timers do you know of on? Well, I suppose there might be timers on guns, but I somehow feel that might not be.
I don't think so.
It vibrates.
Um,
Someone puts one of those old
vibrating
not
timers on a.
There's no timers on guns.
someone could make it so the gun shoots on vibrate, so then they could put their phone up to it, and then it would go.
If someone made a gun that shoots on vibrate, imagine if you dropped that.
Well, that's what.
Imagine if you,
Hey, David, I got to run to another call.
you
pay
go,
attention. Look at your Tech Bandit DM on Discord. I have to tell you which one it is to look for before
I know it's ridiculous. All right, enjoy your meeting, man. Thanks for popping by.
All right, take it easy.
Cheers. I was actually going to ask. I was going to ask Alan about being on a submarine, because I would imagine that there are some people on a submarine for long periods of time who might get to the point where they're like, I want to shoot myself in the foot to get out of here or something. You know what I mean?
I wouldn't want to be on a submarine. It's because I've always been scared. What if I run out of oxygen?
Yeah, but then if you run out of oxygen, everyone runs out of oxygen, right?
What if someone sabotages O2?
Right. Well, that would be part of the problem, right?
Sorry, the reason I left it that is because that's a thing in Among Us. You sabotage the oxygen.
Yeah, but because that makes sense, right? I mean, in a way, that's what you would do, right? Did I just see David Blue fly by in the chat here? Hey, wants to come and live with us. Yes, no kidding, huh? Yikes. What's happening, everyone? What's going on over there? Anything else happening in the States we should know about? So the bots, and while that's happening, bots. Let's talk bots. So this, I'm just curious to know about, like, what would you be trying to attack in a Discord server? You're trying to get moderator status.
You want to
right?
get the person like no, you'd want to get the person like banned and stuff.
Right.
Like, if you know what I mean. Like,
The thing is, what if, like, Cal is secretly very evil, and now...
Secretly.
Jinx.
Okay, let's say now that Ruby K, if you think Cal is evil,
Right.
is secretly very evil, and is going to give everyone moderator rank
Right.
and ban everybody.
Huh.
Like, everybody who got moderator not from them, they're all going to ban.
Sorry, I'm gonna try something for the. I'm gonna try something for the AI bot. Let's try this. See what. We'll check with. We should probably check with SpongeBob on this. See what SpongeBob has to say. See what SpongeBob has to say about this.
Cal is evil, I know she is. Cal is evil, I know she is.
There you go. Apparently,
Cal
is evil. I know she is. That's what they said. Yeah.
It sounded like Cow is boing. That's all I heard.
Oh, is that
Cow
what you
is
heard? Yeah, I gotta say, the voice on the problem with the voice on, I need to slow down the SpongeBob voice somehow. That's they just to get that right. All right. What have we got? We've got David here, Mr. David Blue. David, by the way, is another Stargater on Stargate Universe, and we've run into each other a few times over the years at conventions or on set and that kind of stuff. So, and I hope he is safe and sound. So today, David, just so you know, I'm working with the Tech Bandits. I'm doing my little Tech Bandits thing. It's actually Game Bandits today. That's why we were talking about Minecraft Earth and this bot attack on this Discord server. So okay. The question I have, I guess, about the bots thing is I've seen them on almost every single platform I've used. And I noticed it a lot. If you mention, one of the big ones is Trump. If you mention Trump in a video, you for some reason your chat fills up with these strange, slightly not off topic, but slightly sort of not quite non sequitur answers to things you haven't asked. And I feel like there's a lot of bot things happening there with that. But I started thinking like, I think we need like a Techbandits bot. So like if someone says something about, I don't know, like what would it be? If you were going to build a bot, Wolf Pup, what would you build it to do? That it can do. Not that's crazy. That you think it could do today.
I would want a bot to make it so if anybody says, oh, I'm trying to think, because I'm trying to think how to word it.
Barnacles has one that you can like gamble or something, and then you can gamble your Barnacles bits or something, and then you win depending on how many. I don't know what it is. There's some kind of a random thing to it.
I just want to tell you a cool bot that is on a Twitch person I watch. It's called the Flea Market bot, because in a game called Escape from Tarkov, I play it.
Right.
There's a flea market, and so then you can do exclamation mark price can of beans.
Right.
And then the bot would say the can of beans is going for 100,000 rubles.
And we'll just tell you the price of the can of beans.
That's a lot of rubles.
That's a lot of rubles for that. Them's a lot of rubles. It's like per bean.
Yes, it's like 1,000 per bean, most likely, because there's like 1 million beans.
There's 1 million beans in a can of beans? How many beans do you think there are in a can of beans? Hello, watcher! It's a full-time job. The Zelenka bot basically does what Zelenka does, which is just do what he's told.
I'm gonna send something in the Tech Arnhem Discord server, which I think people would think might want to get.
Oh yeah, which server? I get so confused. Wait a second. Which?
This sticker pack, if you click on it, it's a free Discord sticker pack.
But is it free, or is it somehow scamming you, or turning your PC into a zombie so it can do bot attacks?
It's free. I have it, and I haven't been, and nothing has happened yet.
That you know of.
Wait a second. How can I go to the Ironham server while I'm on the Techbandits server? And should the Techbandits server just be on the Ironham server?
No.
What's wrong with that, Baz? Oh, I think it definitely should be now, for sure. Now that I know Baz doesn't like it. Have I lost you?
For security properties.
For security purposes. For security purposes. Interesting.
Oh, can I tell you something that I think is cool?
What do you got?
My dad has made servers on a PC that we have.
Oh, cool. What kind of servers? What's he serving up?
Ark Survival Evolved, and he made a Rust server too.
Oh, and Rust as well. See, Rust is one of those things. God, Padre was trying to get me into that. Padre from the Twit network, well, and from the Vatican, but was trying to get me on a Rust server. But it was one of those ones that's just there's too many darn games to play. I just can't keep track of it.
In Rust, I need to do lots of research to make sure you can hide the nudity.
Oh, really?
I haven't bought it yet, but I need to do lots of research to see if you can hide the nudity, because I
don't think you'd like Rust.
No? You don't think I'd like Rust, or you don't think Wolf Pup would like Rust?
Wolf Pup.
Really?
Why?
Because I think you watch the videos and you don't know how toxic it is.
Oh, is it? Wait, so you mean like the people chatting on it is toxic?
If you kill someone a lot of the time, they say...
Do you really like those first-person shooter games where the only thing that you do is lose?
What about dinosaurs? There's dinosaurs. Oh boy, Geezer Geek's working on Space Engineers again. We got to do that too sometime. So many things to do. I can't keep track of all this stuff. Ruby K, yeah, you're right. I think Techbandits is a private server. The whole idea of the Techbandits thing is that I feel like there should be some kind of a firewall between the bandits and the entire unfettered internet. So that's my feeling, anyways. You're all pretty like hip on this stuff, but I think Baz the thing that Baz keeps telling me about on a lot of these things is that sometimes the communities that build up around these things, I think, like if we were on Padre's server, I'm guessing he's got some pretty good rules. I mean, he's not a priest. What's it called? Are you a Jesuit priest? I guess you are a Jesuit priest. Is that right? So he actually lives at the Vatican and does a lot of podcast stuff for them. So I'm guessing his server was probably not too toxic. You know what I mean? I mean, unless you're like a worshiper of Satan or something, I guess. Then it
I
would
just want
probably be
to
quite
say-
toxic. Yeah.
Rust is really toxic because if you kill someone and they have gear, they'd most likely go into voice chat and say some like racist stuff.
What? Why do people always jump to racist?
People do that in the game because
Why don't you
I've
just say you're a jerk and leave it at that? Why do you have to like go for the
I watched a
You're a
video
jerk
and
on
they killed the guy.
doing
And the first thing they say after they got killed was they just started. They had to block it, but then they had a little thing at the top saying he started saying some racist stuff.
I don't understand that. It's so funny. It's not funny. I just don't understand that. Like, I don't know why you would go to that. I guess asking. Okay, I'll ask you guys because you're of the right age. Is it because of the shock value? Like, why do you think people are saying that? Or do you think it really is? Is it true? I mean, obviously it's racist in that they're saying racist things, but is it truly racism based or is it just shock based? What do you think? How do you deal with that kind of stuff?
I think
Well,
it's
saying F off to someone isn't going to do anything to a person that plays Rust.
So you think
They're
it's just a way of
playing Rust,
escalating the...
Yeah, people that play Rust are assholes.
that
Same thing with
happens to a lot of
Legends.
people. Like,
I'm sorry. Tried to censor myself.
And you did a terrible job of it. But
In
not
the
everyone who
modern-
plays... Sorry, Wolf Up, go ahead.
in Call of Duty Modern Warfare, whenever it kills people, they have a kill thing, so you can hear anything that they say.
Those are hilarious. You cannot deny.
Yeah, I've killed a guy, and he just started making very angry / confusing noises, and I'm just sitting there just like,
Well, it cuts out, so all I heard this one time is, "Oh, you son of a!" And it was so funny.
There you
I've
go.
killed
Baz,
a guy
Geezer
and
Geek says that Geezer Geek plays Rust and is clergy and is not an a-hole. I mean, this is the problem, right? You can't make generalizations. But I think you can make a generalization saying that you're finding that the environment is
Rust
toxic.
community is really toxic.
An
I just
open
want
Rust
to announce
community.
something that I'm very happy
The
about.
Rust community, yeah.
Right.
Like you say, the My Hero community is toxic.
The which
Rust
one?
community, if you kill someone, they just start getting very, very angry. But I just want to say something cool.
What do you got?
Ark recently became my most played game, and I don't know why, but I
Let me
think
guess.
that
Is it
was-
because you play it a lot?
yes, and I thought it was so cool. It's because Terraria, it felt like I played that game all the time. Like, it felt like I never stopped playing the game.
Huh. We went
But-
back and forth on that for a bit.
But for Ark, it doesn't feel like I played it that much. So it's not like I haven't killed the boss. I haven't killed the Eater Flesh.
Is that the giant eyeball?
I don't know why. I was always too afraid to do it.
You're too afraid that you were gonna die trying to do it, or
Yeah, and then I wouldn't be able to do it
Wait,
again.
you haven't killed the Eater of
Oh,
Flesh?
take the attitude
The
out of
wall
the
of flesh?
voice. You haven't killed. Hasn't everybody killed the giant eyeball?
Well, if you think that it's not a giant eyeball.
It's
a
a
wall.
giant eyeball. I don't know what it is. What is it?
It's a wall with an eyeball in it,
Yeah.
and
The
I've never
wall of
done
flesh.
it.
It's a.
I don't know why.
That's so surprising. I run straight to doing it. I never like.
Because you're not worried about dying. I mean, what's the? I'm just gonna give people a link.
No, it's such an easy boss fight.
So that's the
In
link
my
to
opinion.
Terraria. That's the game that we're talking about right now, so people know what
I'm
we're talking
going. I want to try it out. Like, just go in, because I have a Star Blaster gun, and it does so much damage. Like, it does 1,000 per hit. But I've always been afraid that it's just going to. I'm just going to get some glitch. Like, I'm gonna crash during the middle of it.
And do you have to restart again if you die to the wall of flesh? Are you
I mean,
done? Like, is
I've
that...
played Ark Survival Evolved for
I just realized in the
What?
game I have a really good pickaxe, and I have
5 years.
I'm going to quickly log in. I want to tell you all the stuff that I have, and I still haven't went up against a wall of flesh because I have like 1,000 stars for my gun.
And what, that ups your weapon? I see. I never got that far in Terraria. I gotta say I quite liked it, but I wasn't convinced this was something that was going to stick around because it just seemed so simple. But it's kind of
Minecraft
fun.
is a simple game, and it's still around today.
Yeah, it's true. Aaron
Minecraft
Cross
is
raises a
also
really good
amazing.
point. Aaron Cross says that any community can become toxic, and sadly, as a girl player playing, sometimes the only thing they need is to hear my voice, and then whoosh, hungry, sad boy, or toxic player. Interesting. Yeah, what is it?
Terraria made texture packs.
They did?
Yeah,
Oh, that's cool. So it just reskins all the characters?
yeah. I'm making a new world. Oh no, just join this world. I want to see how much stuff do I have because I have a ginormous tower. I have lava walking boots. I have loads of stuff, and I still haven't fought it.
And these are things that would allow you to. This should help you. Help in the process of taking this thing on.
I don't. Does anybody know how to open their inventory in this game? Oh, escape.
Oh, what was that? I've got little things beeping at me. Hang on. Let me see. My phone's going crazy. My phone's going crazy. So I just had to get this. I just bought my mum, well, my stepmom, Mum 2.0 as I call her. I just bought her a new landline because she likes the landline, but my dad doesn't want to keep it because he says that the cell phones are good enough. But she likes the landline, so I got them a really nice phone system that I'm hoping will convince my dad to basically let them keep the landline because my stepmom loves it. And also it ties in with cell phones. So you can actually use it with a cell phone. So you can use the landline phones as if you were just answering your cell phone as well, which is kind of cool. So I posted in my new lab in the Discord pictures. Ooh, Stolarex has a new lab, an evil lab.
I need to go quickly do something real quick.
You go.
I will be back in a second.
Good luck.
I'm just eating garlic bread because
Oh, I love garlic.
my parents made dinner, but I'm not having dinner. I'm gonna warm it up, but they just want me to have garlic bread because garlic bread doesn't taste good warmed up.
Yeah, it's true. It's hard to do that. Yeah. Good point. It's
So
like French
I will
fries.
be back
Same
in a
problem.
second.
Sniperclism. We're doing some game bandits. All I want now is a garlic bread. I know. Alsval Raffen. I
I
too
love
want
garlic
that.
bread.
You didn't get a notification about the stream? That is weird. Why? Sometimes it does that and sometimes it doesn't. I've literally lied and tried to make out like I'm a boy when gaming because I don't want to get kicked out and or humiliated by toxic players. Really?
That's like me, but they think I'm either a 21-year-old woman and keep hitting on me or a 4-year-old boy.
Yeah, that's true.
I can actually say I feel your pain because that happens with me a lot in games.
I can feel your pain. Let me just see if I can
I mean,
turn
I
off what the heck is
understand
going on
you.
over here.
Even though I'm not a woman.
Well, that's the thing is, I mean, and what is the deal with that? Like, why are people
Gamer girl. Because
why are people so weird about that?
Because a lot of people that play the video games that get toxic about it don't have or
girlfriends?
met a woman.
I see. They've never met a woman. As long as they don't hit on the 4-year-old boy. Well, we've had some weird situations with that too.
Oh, they've hit on that.
Yeah,
They've
there was
hit on
some.
everything.
I mean, it's one of the reasons why I think privacy is important to some extent online, especially until you're of an age where you've sort of figured some of that stuff out. Because there are just some odd people. There are people who do odd things, and there are also just people who want to do bad things, basically. So you do have to be careful. You know what I mean? Yeah, I mean, I think because of gatekeeping. Ruby K says because gatekeeping. You think because they're just trying to keep women down, like trying to stop women from taking over, or what's the? I don't understand. I don't know what that. What do you mean by gatekeeping, Ruby K? Yeah, that's true. Cold Hand's got a good point. I mean, there was some crazy stories about the various different gaming companies, including Ubisoft here. Why are you making so much noise, little computer? What is it? What is it that you need? I'm scared to turn anything off for fear that I'm going to shut down our stream because I'm so confused as to what I've got set up today. So, Westwick, you're eating dinner at 5. Wolfpup's eating dinner at 5:30. Why can't we eat dinner at 5:30?
A lot of people that I know eat dinner really early.
Really?
Yeah.
5? I don't think I've ever eaten dinner that early. All right, hang on a second. So, Stollerex is saying, have I seen Discord? No, I haven't. Because whenever I change the Discord, I tend to log myself out of the chat, and I don't mean to do that. Which one am I looking at? I'm looking at the Ironham one. I get so confused by this. Because I guess people are still posting on the Ironham Discord. Where am I looking? Is that the most recent stuff? What am I looking for? Where am I looking? Art? Am I looking at art? Art. Where's the most recent stuff? Is that the old stuff? That's old stuff. Most recent stuff. Dun, dun, dun. Let's just see what we got. Too confused. Ooh, 3D models. RJB's been working on some 3D models. They look pretty cool. Wow. Nice. Some nice stuff there. People do some cool stuff on the art. People should check out that art stream.
I'm back.
He's back. How was your garlic bread?
Good.
I was saying, do you normally eat dinner that early, like at 5:30ish?
Yep.
See, I guess, yeah, 5 o'clock's like snack time for us.
We eat it early because I don't really know why. It's been since I was born. We always used to eat dinner at this time.
It's supposed to be healthier. Apparently, if you eat dinner earlier, your system is better at digesting it, and you also don't put on as much weight, apparently. And that's, unfortunately, doesn't work for me because I find myself eating chocolates late into the night. In pictures. All right. I will check it out, Stollerex. I may not check it out right at this moment because I keep getting confused.
I'm going up against the wall of flesh right now.
You're doing it right now? That's your dual screening?
Yeah, we should... No, it's not dual screening. We're now going to make it part of Techbandits, a surprise Terraria thing.
I see.
Yes.
Oh, wow. Holy moly. That is a heck of a moody setup you got there. Ha! Lots of LED action happening on that. Nice.
To make it not me playing game, I'm going to share my screen. 2
keyboards. You can share the stream, and actually, wait a second, hang on a second, let me see if I can do this. See if I can share what you're sharing. If there's any way to do that.
It's just a surprise. It's just a little surprise. I don't know why I haven't done the wall of flesh yet, so now I'm doing it. So yeah.
But why? And you put it off just because you were worried about dying, basically.
Yeah.
All right. If you're a software engineer as well, stick to real corporations. Keep gaming as a hobby. That's my recommendation. No, Cold Hand. That can't be right. Sniperclism. Thank you very much. Surely that can't be right, because if women are just forced out of industries because of the harassment, then that's exactly what the harassers want. At the same time, I suppose women are the ones who have to put up with the harassment, so who am I to say anything? But I just feel like that's the wrong response. You know what I mean? I hate eating are words I would never say. Not just women, it goes for both genders. Well, no, I mean, I know it goes for both genders, but the reality is I think it's safe to say that while men do get harassed as well at times, women seem to have by far the largest problem with it. Certainly, historically speaking, I think. You mean like, so generally, Cold Hand, you're just saying like toxicity level. Like if you're just not, if you don't like it being a toxic environment, then don't work at those corporations. Is that it? I guess it's true. I suppose like if corporate culture is causing people to have, I mean, well, okay, that's a good question. All right, Tech Bandits, to you. Are there, what if you got a job at a company you loved, but the environment was kind of toxic? Would you still want to work there? Would you try to change the environment? Would you like, what do you, or do you think it just doesn't matter where you're working? If you're working at a cool company, it doesn't matter.
I would try to see if there's any way I can like stop it, but if there isn't, I would probably still work there. If it's like my dream job, then yeah.
Really? Wow, that sucks.
Like I would still be like, but I wouldn't quit the job just because of that. Like I'd be angry at them for doing that, but I wouldn't exactly quit the job because of that.
I let Baz quit a swim thing because it was kind of toxic, right, Baz? It was like this weird sort of like, jockey male, locker room stuff that was just freaking disgusting and ridiculous, and had a whole combination of different issues, from racism to sexism to everything, right? I mean, there were a lot of issues with that swim club, weren't there? I think it's illegal here too, Aaron Cross. Yeah, I don't want to name names because I mean, I think that it wasn't the swim club's fault as much as, well, I suppose, like, who do you blame for that stuff? The reality is it shouldn't be tolerated in any way, shouldn't it? It was odd.
Like, do they know though? Do they know that's happening?
Yeah. I talked to the coach, and he said I'm not allowed to go into the change room, because adults aren't allowed in the change room with them, and because there's obvious problems there as well. People don't want to be changing in front of someone else's parents. I mean, that's just creepy. So he said he would speak to them, but that he didn't think it would change much. So it was basically just about mitigating. It was just basically trying to stop the kids from doing stupid things like, throwing people's knapsacks in the toilet, or, just horrible stuff. And then there was a few issues we had with homophobia where they're just, again, I guess in the same way that yelling racist things at people in a game, people, hurl homophobic slurs at other kids as a way of, I guess, shocking them and scaring them, or, whatever. I mean, I don't really know. But
I've had that plenty of times as well.
You've had that happen?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, but isn't that one of the reasons why we stopped swimming as a sport?
I hate swimming.
But part of it was, well, other than the fact that it was just a lot of work, it was also part of the culture of the latest swim club we were at, which I was very, very disappointed in. There was a kind of a weird macho kind of silliness to it that really bugged me. So Sniperclism says they would try to change it. I'll try my best to change it, and if the higher ups can't do anything, and the owner, I would write notes and pictures about it, change jobs, and give it to a news reporter about it, and see if they would place the job in their place and let people know what's going on. Yeah, I mean, you could absolutely, but sometimes part of the problem is
I had to report something for I had to report someone.
You had to report. Well, we had to make a couple of reports actually because of issues with the swimming. And
I mean, in like a game, I've had to report tons of people.
Oh yeah, no, I know.
So have I. That's always happens.
But that's what you're supposed to do, right? I mean, it's you want to be safe. What do they say? Be brave but not stupid. I like that saying. I don't know who said that, but I say it all the time. Because it's like you want to stand up for yourself, but at the same time, you don't want to get into a situation where you're putting yourself or other people in danger, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting. I think if the higher-ups only care about money, then yeah, I mean, part of the problem is this. Sometimes you just don't want to deal with the hassle. And I think there's nothing wrong with saying, you know what? I've tried to make this work. I've tried to make changes, and I need to move on. But at the same time, I think there's also a certain amount of I always find myself trying to weigh up the responsibilities. I mean, should you be burning it to the ground and starting again because of the problems? It's an interesting sort of conundrum. That is a soldering iron back there. It is indeed, which I believe I've remembered to turn off. Have I? That's good. I often find don't tell Jane, but I often forget to turn off the solder gun or the heat the heat gun. And that's how I get in trouble. A huge part of the problem is capitalism and imperialism. Uh-oh. Here we go. Watch the politics. I'm teasing. Is anyone else watching this weird post-apocalyptic movie that's playing in Washington, running on all channels? Yeah, no kidding. Fezzy 93. It's insane. Insane. I'm joking, Gillis. Don't worry about it. Burn it down to the ground. Entry-level employees have, like, zero power. No, it's true. No, absolutely, Ruby K. But I mean, like, going to the press... the lawsuits, the whole thing. I mean, I think sometimes you just don't have the stomach for that stuff, and I don't blame people for not. I've worked in an industry, film industry is notoriously bad for this stuff. And it's beginning to change. Not beginning, it's changed quite a lot in the days since I started. But, yeah, I just say, Jarvis, turn off the soldering station. Yes, $X. Yeah. I have to figure that out, I guess.
What if you say, Jarvis, turn off the soldering station, but then it says no?
Yeah, it's just forget it. I'm gonna burn it all to the ground, just like you said. Oh my gosh, what if I say, yeah, there you go. Watch out, $X, because if it's listening to the stream and I say burn it all to the ground and Jarvis in the same sentence, you got to watch out. Next thing you know, your lab's on fire. Adoclus. Thank you very much for your subscription. Appreciate it. Another month of Tech Talks. Yay! Yes, absolutely. So we'll be doing Tech Talks. I'm trying to do Tech Talks every Saturday with Barnacles. Because I just like hanging out with Barnacles and Ox, frankly. Maybe Jarvis is busy on Among Us. Could be. Ariel, thank you very much. Wow, it's got subscribers galore today. Isn't it very common to have homophobic insults in the French slurs? In the French, is it very... common to have homophobic insults in the French slurs? I think a lot of languages have, depending on how they're used, I suppose, could be taken that way. I don't know. Is French particularly bad for that? I don't know. Adaclus has someone who they know who's into AI. Interesting. He could help with programming. There we go.
I am ready and very scared. I'm ready to fight the wall of flesh.
Oh, yeah? How's it going? Why can't I see
I
what you're
haven't
doing?
started it yet.
Oh, I was going to say, why can't I see what you're doing? But why can't
If you go to Discord, I am doing the screen share.
Very good. So if I watch the stream, can I have it in a little window? If I pop this out. Oops. So if I pop out... Meh. Can I pop this window out? Oh, for God's sake, why won't it let me do that? Let me go to here. I'm going to wolf pup. There we go. Now, if I move this, can I just move this one window? That's what I want to do. No, I don't want to share it. Stop watching. No, I want to pop it out. There we go. So everyone can see, everyone can witness the beauty that is. Come on.
I don't need to worry about the the wall of flesh platform. It's because I have lava walking boots.
Ha. Whoa.
I've played the game enough to get lava. I have hard lava waders.
What have I done? Have I arranged my... I think I've arranged my windows wrong. It won't let me drag my window across. How weird is that? Shouldn't
It makes it so if I go in lava, I don't take any damage, and I can stand on water, honey, and lava.
Really? So those are powers that you wouldn't normally have?
Yeah. And then I have Spectre boots, which are just Spectre boots.
Okay, why the heck will it not let me put Discord on the other window? Anyone answer? Riddle me that, Batman. Why will it not let me share this Discord screen on my other screen?
How did you do it last time that we did this?
I know. That's what I'm going to look and see. I'm going to look and see right now what the deal on that is. What is this computer here? Let's see if I can put something in here. If I switch this. I've got this neat little thing now where I can use the same keyboard on two different computers. Use it by just hitting a switch. So great. Let's see what else I've got here. Do I have anything else plugged in here? I might have some. Let me see if I've got any other. Tech Bandits, Tech Banditry. I'd like to see if I've got any other video capture devices I could be using. Let's have a look. USB. No. Nope. It seems I haven't got anything else plugged in. What if I go to this? No. What is that either? I can just go to this. Why don't I just go to this then? Here. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, have I not got... Oh my gosh. I don't have the internet on that either. Alright, please feel free to talk amongst yourselves. It's all very exciting, I know. I am so hungry. Baz, are you hungry?
Yes.
I think I forgot lunch again. I think I did a very bad job of making lunch in that I didn't make it.
Because I have school, I have to have lunch. I prefer not to have lunch for some reason, but...
Really?
I for some reason prefer not to have lunch.
Sometimes I prefer not to have. I used to prefer not to have lunch, but I just forgot to have lunch was the big thing. Like that, it's not even so much that I decide not to have lunch; it's just that I just don't get around to it. Ooh, I was supposed to put a code in for this. I can't remember what it is now. That sucks. Never mind. I'll use this instead. I'll use this crazy one over here then instead. I'm trying to add another network that will handle all of the Internet of Things. I don't want all my Internet of Things on there.
I'd just like to say this is very scary. I haven't played this game in such a long time, and then just to go for the thing that I was always terrified to do.
And to do it while we're watching. If we
yes.
Can. If we can do that, we'll see.
I just like to say, if I die, it's not my fault.
It's not your fault. You're the one playing. How can it not be your fault?
Because I haven't played this game in like a year.
All right, fine. I'll give you that. What is it going?
Well, I played it when Journey End, but that was just for like 5 minutes trying to see, like, what is this?
Video capture device. What could that be?
Because they stopped updating Terraria. They did their final update.
They did their final update. I know. Isn't that weird? I thought that was like so odd. Because like, why would they stop? Like, it just seemed like it was so popular. Why would you stop doing it? You know what I mean?
It was a really fun game. I remember playing this, like, when I got to play next. I was playing this game. There was not much time when I was not playing this, when I was on the computer and I was not playing this game.
Right. I can't switch over. It won't let me do it. I just want to try to avoid sharing everything with everybody. These are the reasons why I should set this stuff up before I do my stream, as opposed to trying to do it while I'm on the stream, as I like to do.
You can just go Discord. So when you're in Discord, you can click on the Techbandits live voice.
Yep.
Click on it twice, like the thing that you click to join, and then you can click on mine.
Yep.
And then you can click the full screen button in the corner, and then you're only sharing my thing.
Right, but it's on the wrong window.
Well then, how do you get it?
Exactly,
right?
See? That's the problem. That's the silliness. Okay, return it to the app. I think the problem is that the app is on the wrong window already. I wonder if I can move the entire app. Let's see if I can do that. Oh!
Put the app on the other one.
It's trying. It's trying. It is totally trying. All right, let me do this for the time being. I could probably just, for the time being, I'm going to give a really bad shot of me. All right, you have to put up with this for a second, everybody.
Well, they were diffused, but yeah.
Hey guys.
Yes. What's up?
Sorry. Did you guys know that they planted pipe bombs in the protest?
No. What?
Like, the people?
Yeah, the Trump supporters planted pipe bombs.
Now, whoever you're talking to needs to know that they are on stream as well, Baz. Right?
Oh, it's
Baz?
my mom.
Sebastian? Yep. Just so you know, I just don't want anyone being broadcast who doesn't know they're being broadcast. That's all. No offense. All right, let me see if I can go to this. Let's see.
Yes, I know. Sorry.
No, it's okay. No, it's not your fault. It's now you know. Now you know. All right, I should have a window.
Well, I guess when you're trying to figure out how to get it to show up, I can run over to the other side of the map.
Exactly. All right, I'm gonna try to bring this over. Come on. It is so weird how, for some reason, Discord does not like you doing this, and I don't know why.
We really need to get like a technical issue thing. Like,
Oh, you know what it is? It's because if I'm full screen. If I'm full screen, I've been doing full screen on my own video because obviously everyone wants to see my face. And then if I do this, I can, this is going to be glorious. Glorious, I say.
it puts a bit of stress that I'm doing the one thing that I spent my whole childhood.
Your
well,
whole
younger.
childhood.
I'm still young, but like
It's
my
true.
whole childhood
Right.
trying to do. Like I got all this good stuff, and then I always got scared and never did it.
Really? I mean, it was just literally just a matter of it just freaked you out.
It always just spooks me of the thought of I can die and then I'm gonna have to do the same thing all over again.
All right, let's try this. There you go. Now you get a glorious look at what's going on. Although the problem, of course, again, is this stupid. Now I get this dumb thing.
Yeah.
Can I hide this? Can I hide my? Is there a way to hide?
Yes, you can press the yellow button in the top of the. So hover over Discord where your
You think
camera
yellow?
is, and then click the yellow thing.
Yeah, but I want to do this. That's what I want to do. But I also don't want all this crunch over here. See what I mean? I wonder if I can get rid of it on the other side while we're doing this. Anyways, let's go back to the chat, see what everyone's talking about. Now we see your Mac desktop too. Oh, there you go. That's better. Look at that. Ba-ba-da-da-bum. There you go. A little better. A little better. So there you go. So we've got me not playing this game, but I could look like a gamer. Watch this.
Oh, you're gonna? Were you trying to say you're trying to make it look like it's you playing?
Yeah.
Oh, then I'm gonna play the worst that I can.
Ah, crap. All right, no, that's no good. Now we see your Mac desktop too. Well, a little bit of it. That's fine. It's just a
Okay, I'm
beautiful-
far enough that I'm going to do the. Oh my god, this is so stressful.
What else we got now?
The thing that I was always so scared of doing, and I'm doing it right now after I heal up to full.
Gillests, I know. I can't get rid of my poor old DSLR doesn't allow me to get rid of the on-screen controls for some reason. I don't know why it does it, but it's frustrating as all hell because I know why it does it. It does it because it's just not. It existed at a time previous to people using these things for exporting directly through the HDMI. So that's why it's not working. I am aware of it. I just I put up with it. That's why I have the other one. What is the next live crossover with David Blue? Please and thank you. Gillests, I do not know. It'll probably be Dungeons and Dragons or something. I used to play Doom in Microsoft in MS-DOS. Oh yeah, I love me MS-DOS. What about DR-DOS? Digital Research DOS. That was the first DOS I had. Just so you know, it does look like Defender. It's very true. It has a Defender, or you know what it looks like? Joust. It looks like Joust to me. It's so tiny. All right. What else we got here? Plays D&D, Among Us, and not sure what else. Skugog has questions. David, what games do I play? I play any games that don't make me motion sick. So, although I do play Minecraft as much as I possibly can. Hey! It's my beautiful wife. Hello, beautiful wife.
Oh my god, now
How
that
are
I'm
you?
trying to
Has
do
been-
it, everything's
I'm good, thank you, but
spawning
I'm
in.
listening to Chaos in
I
the
know,
US,
I
so
know.
I just thought
They've been telling me on this that it's
Yeah.
it's.
yeah.
Is
quite-
it just
it's
Washington? Please tell me it's just Washington. I mean,
as far
just-
as I understand it, it's
just the
it's
capital of the country,
Yes,
but yeah.
it's the capital of the country. And I will continue to be listening to this while I go out and run some errands. But I'll take the dog with me.
Oh, you sure?
Yeah, I mean, I'm only going.
I just saw like it was like
I know, she just the tail.
it was like a sword. It was like a sword. Like it was like a shark attack. I just saw that. Dun, dun, dun. Hello, darling. You suck though because you tend to
It's
get
also
yourself caught in
very
every
stinky.
cable known to man. Should we look? You've admired my wife. Now admired my dog. Where are you, dog?
Alright.
What's that noise?
What?
Weird noise.
Turn.
That's what. No, I think it's just gonna be. It's like a shark fin, isn't it?
Yes.
Dun
It's gonna
dun
be the tail.
dun 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 dun. And then I stop. When I stop, there. See, as soon as you stop doing scratching her. You get ready, and as soon as you stop,
She
Nope.
sat down.
she
now.
sits down. She's trying to be. She's quite stinky today.
She's very stinky.
She's
today.
like farty pants today for sure.
So, yeah. So, any requests from Cobbs?
Baz, any requests from Cobb's? Our favorite bakery.
Or you can text me if you think.
I can't think. Well, I think I should stick to the whole wheat stuff. It's quite nice. Yeah.
No, it's okay. Maybe I like cinnamon buns.
And cinnamon buns.
Cinnamon buns.
It was like a voice in my head. I don't know why I said it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Cinnamon buns.
Dream on, buddy.
Yeah.
All right.
Does Baz need food for his financial things?
What?
Don't you have to have like a special lunch packed or something for your
Only when he's in school, he's not allowed to go out.
Ah, it's only when he's in school. Okay.
Get food anyway.
Baby, are you going to go to Shoppers as well?
I wasn't going to because I can't leave the dog outside for 2
Never mind. Okay, because we should get some more 9-volt batteries so that our damn smoke alarms don't go off at midnight. Why is it not midnight? 4 o'clock in the morning. Thank you, baby. So one of my pet peeves is that at night, for some reason, that's the time that all of our fire alarms decide that they're out of juice, and they never happen at the same time. You could change the batteries at the same time in all of them. Invariably, at different times, they will all start beeping at you cryptically, trying to tell you that they're out of power.
That has scared me a couple of times where it's just like we're out of juice.
Yeah.
But for me, it happened in the day, so it was a little less scary.
That's fine. In the day, it's fine. But, I remember when I lived in my parents' basement, the smoke detector died, and I couldn't reach it, and I had to wait until 6 a.m. for my dad to get up for work. Really? That is... See, for my dad to get to work so he could change it. Oh, my God. That's good. There's been some bad... Oh, boy. All right, I got to go check the stream. I got to go find out what's going on. All right, folks, I'm going to go check the news. This is crazy. Oh, I don't even know if I want to know. The problem is that mob invades Capitol. That is the freaking...
I'm doing it. I'm dropping the guide voodoo doll into lava. I
Wow.
finally got in the strength to do it.
Wow. The U.S. Capitol is once again secured after supporters of President Donald Trump breached one of the most iconic American buildings. It's all right. Breached one of the most iconic American buildings, engulfing the nation's capital in chaos after Trump urged his supporters to fight against the ceremonial counting of the electoral votes that will confirm President-elect Joe Biden's win. I don't understand. I do understand, or I think I understand, that someone not wanting to lose, but I don't understand setting the world on fire because of that. You know what I mean? I mean, what do you do? I mean, this is the whole point of an election is that you use votes to count, right? I mean, there's been no, that I'm aware of, there's been no proof that there's been any wrongdoing with the election. Even Trump's own election people have said that the election was fair. Is it not? I mean, am I wrong about that? What have I missed? I am never going to grow up. It's very true, Tweety Row. I hope not.
I've almost done it.
Have you done? Really? Where? I don't even. Which is the wall of flesh part? What am I looking at from the wall of flesh part?
This is
Oh,
the
that
wall.
thing. Oh, that thing. Oh, God, that is creepy. Baz, you fought this thing?
I fought it so many times, yeah.
My dad fought it with a sword.
Oh, really?
I thought it was sword, yeah.
Is that what is that? Why like a sword is? But how do wait a sec? How do you get it with a sword at such close range? It's got to blow you out of the sky every time.
Oh, I'm taking lots of I killed
Oh,
it.
done. But now what? Is that it? You've won the game now, and that's the end of it. It's boring.
No.
Oh, there's more. Well, there's like a thicker wall of flesh.
I'm just a bit confused of. I do not know what I just did. I am sweating at the moment. That was very scary.
Wait a second. No, Stolarex though. I'm sorry, but there were not videos of people throwing away Trump votes. They were all seen to be either faked or misinterpreted in some way. Was the understanding again that I had on that. And the reason why Biden's votes skyrocketed at the last second was because they counted, for some reason they decided to count the live votes first and then the mail-in votes. And the mail-in votes, as we know, were obviously going to be more, for the most part, obviously going to be more for Biden because Trump had said that he didn't like the mail-in votes. So I'm not sure that any of that has been actually validated. And if I'm wrong, I'm sorry, but I have not seen anything that has officially said that's the issue. Hello, Killer Sith. How are you? Funnily enough, he did on his Twitter. Just checked. What's this? What's happened now? What is going on now? Oh my God! Is he on Twitter? Is he taken to Twitter? That's always fun. That also technically he's not supposed to be on Twitter as Donald Trump. He's supposed to be using the POTUS account like every other president. But all right, where are we at here? Well, they're saying it's secure now, at least. I suppose that's something. Wow. So what I need to know, according to Twitter, says that a mob of Trump supporters breached the Capitol building. Yes, done that. I've said that, leading to clashes with law enforcement and halting Senate proceedings. So they actually halted the Senate as Congress voted to certify the Electoral College votes for President-elect Joe Biden. One person was shot. Jesus. In a televised address, Biden called on Trump to demand an end to this siege, and Trump recorded a message calling for peace and told protesters to go home. Good. Trump's press secretary said the National Guard is on the way. Wow.
Wait, you won, Wolfhawk? You beat the
He did it. Yeah, he took it out.
I finally
Nice.
took it out. That was one of the most scariest
really
boss
good
fights.
stuff.
Wow.
That was. I feel like that was the most scariest boss fight I've ever done.
Oh, just wait. You have to fight so many more people.
Yeah, the Moon Lord. My friend has actually beaten it.
Wow,
I
there's
beat the
about
Moon
to
Lord
be...
once.
What is that? What is that?
It's really powerful.
I had no idea it had come to this. I knew that there was I didn't realize that this was like, this could start a civil war, for God's sake. Oh, politics drives me insane. Politicians drive me insane. I just don't understand. They just all seem so completely out of freaking touch with what's going on in the rest of the world. Well done, Wolf Pup. The chat is with you.
What cat? What do you mean, cat? Oh, it's a full-time job, said it. Oh, I was confused. I'm like, what cat? Confusedness?
So apparently Twitter and Facebook have flagged Trump's latest tweets as, I guess, fake info or something. Let's just see what they have to say.
A lot of things that Trump said on Twitter has been marked as...
Yeah, recently they finally started actually calling him on stuff. Okay, this is a claim of election fraud that is disputed, and this tweet can't be replied to, retweeted, or liked due to risk of violence. I am asking for everyone at the U.S. Capitol to remain peaceful. No violence. Remember, we are the party of law and order. Respect the law and our great men and women in blue. Thank you. Good. See, that's the sort of stuff that should be said. Well, that's something. What?
I'm trying to find a demon altar because then I know if I smash one of those, it's going to feel very good.
Wow, this is, guys, this is quite important. What's going on right now? He's accusing Mike.
I'm listening.
He's accusing his vice president of, like, torpedoing it because he won't change the. I don't understand that. You can't do that. That's not. The vice president doesn't have the power to. To change the votes. I mean, unless there truly is fraud, and there isn't. Well, there's been no indication of fraud. Oh my God! Sorry, guys. This is not much of a game, bandits, is it? It's the game of politics. But the reality is,
there was a pretty good, well, at least happy for me, part of Game Bandits beating the thing. So, while politics is happening, I'm just playing Terraria. So there is a Game Bandits bit of this.
Let's watch our language chat, please. I know it's frustrating, but all right, the Hunger Games bandits. Yeah, it's a bit like that, isn't it? New vice president. I don't know what's going on here. Don't try to understand Trump, or your brain will lose too many cells. Well, I mean, we have to, because the reality is this. The reality is that 70 million people voted for him, and they're not all racist idiots. So he's obviously appealing to people on a level that we need to understand, and there is a distrust. Well, there's an understandable distrust for politics. I mean, there was definitely a part of me that was incredibly frustrated with the choices in who to vote for. It seemed all the same established political types, but. There's also a part of me that goes like, you don't have bad experiences with a plumber and then say, well, that's it. I'm hiring someone who's not a plumber to do the job. I mean, the reality is that there's supposed to be a certain amount of knowledge and diplomacy in politics, which I don't understand. I mean, no matter what you feel about Obama's politics, the man was classy, the man was intelligent, and the man brought people together. And that's not what's happening right now. Superfan, how are you, Superfan?
I think I got a glitch. How the guide is still alive.
What does that mean?
Okay, so a new guide respawns once the old guide dies.
Oh, I thought I broke the game, and I'm like, woohoo! I still have the guide, and I just beat the wall of flesh.
Everyone always has the guide. Like, there's no way really to not have the guide unless you like just beat the wall of flesh.
One of the largest
countries, or
you
can kill the guide and then make it so he can't spawn back in somehow.
Is struggling with the very core of its because
the guide is like.
And
the guide is like a basic character.
Terraria is basically still the priority. I mean, that's the beauty of being a child, isn't it? I mean, the beauty of being younger is that
I used all my stars on that.
Is that you can be focusing on things that are
so happy.
Please continue talking. It's very sorry.
No, Baz, that's fine. That's like, dude. I threw you on. I muted myself because I didn't want to interrupt your conversation. This is Game Bandits. I mean, I don't want it to be preempted by this, but I think it's definitely worth. I think this is something that when, in a number of years' time, people will say, where were you when this happened? And you will be able to say, we were doing a Tech Bandits, and we were trying to figure out how to kill the wall of flesh in Terraria, right? I guess I'm telling you, this is something.
Can I talk something Tech Bandit-y that I'm very happy about?
What do you got?
So my friend, not Chips, other friend. You know what I'm talking about, Dad?
Yes. Which one?
Edgy. My edgy friend. Do you know my edgy friend?
You have an edgy friend?
My edgy friend.
All right. Okay, that's fine. I think I get the sense. Yes.
Well, they just won. They just came second place in a Bed Wars tournament.
Oh, really? Like in a
yeah.
Like with money
Minecraft
prizes.
Bed Wars.
Like with a money.
I don't know if there was a money prize. But yeah, they just won in a Minecraft tournament.
Right.
Well, came second. But yeah, I just found that really cool.
That is neat. Now, is that something? Is he or she playing a lot?
They.
These contests? They. Damn it.
They.
Yes. They.
They do play actually quite a lot. Like they play during lunch and stuff.
Right. And it's
But, like,
Bed
not
Wars.
like
It was like
when-
it's like an established contest. Like it's like, do they get placed or something? Like, is there competition rankings and stuff?
Well, there's like second place, third place, and stuff.
And do they get posted or something? Like, I mean, or do they just?
I have no idea.
Huh.
It was my friend's friend who set it up.
Interesting. I kind of like the idea. Oh, Zyro Potato says that if it's Bed Wars, it's probably rigged. So jaded. So very jaded. So there's a couple things I want to ask about. One of them is I wanted to ask about the Minecraft server. We need to share that access with the Tech Bandits so that everyone can get on the same game.
Yeah, it just for some people it's such high cost. Like Wolfpup, for example.
Mm-hmm. Well, because there's
just
just so
such
many mods.
There's too many mods for me. I can't get it.
It's actually not because of that. It's because it's actually a super easy change. My friend had to do it. All you have to do is turn down how much it takes up your GPU. Like then you're in.
You can also you can change the amount of memory that you.
That's all you have to do.
Yeah?
Like literally, that's the only thing you have to do to get in.
Okay, then we should put a little thing together where people know how to do that. Because I did it. Yeah, I did it as well. I upped my memory. I upped my memory too much one time, and it completely crashed. But if you get the right balance of the memory, then you can play Minecraft without worrying about it. So this, by the way, playing up in the corner here is the fabulous Wolf Pup, or as today labeled. What are you labeled today? You're labeled as something different today. You're labeled
Wolf
Pup. It used to be
the Wolf of I think Pup. What did I call you the other day?
Oh,
I can't remember what it was.
Wonder.
Oh, it was Wonder Pup. Yeah.
I'm sorry, Adaklish. That is sad news. I'm sorry. We have one of my favorite uncles is also struggling with it now in England. It's
do you
we're
mind
all
if
going to start
I
knowing
ask
people.
what happened? I don't know what's up. I'm guessing
attack-
someone's uncle died of COVID.
A friend's brother-in-law just died of COVID.
Oh, I'm very sorry.
Yeah, so am I. That's can this year stop sucking and get better already? Well, this is the problem, right?
Let's hope.
We randomly decide that the year ends on, December 31st. And,
I feel like some people think that 2020's over, COVID just disappears.
Oh no, Cold Hand lost their grandma. Oh, I'm sorry.
That's what I wanted to happen, but I knew it wasn't going to happen. COVID just goes away immediately.
You
thought I was? I
thought.
I
I'm
thought you were
sorry.
saying you wanted your grandma to die. Yeah, that's.
I thought you just said that you wanted your grandma to die. I was like,
It's the nature.
Sorry,
yeah.
very sorry about that.
You were hoping it was just going to go away.
Yeah, I think we all were.
I think a lot of people thought.
Yeah,
that.
I was like, well, I like online school, but I don't like the cost of online school. If you know what I mean.
Yeah, you don't think people should die so that you can go to online school.
No way.
Exactly. So that's fair enough. I love to you all. Anyone who's lost people, I'm very sorry. You got to keep it away from mom. I mean, it's just. Where are you based?
It's just horrible.
Adaklis?
Don't have to answer that if you don't feel comfortable with.
I send love but with a mask. Exactly. I hug from afar. I send love with a mask. I mean, this is it. I mean, my dad won't leave the house. Understandably, won't leave the house now because he's really worried about it. I mean, this is the problem: is we have the damn vaccinations, but we can't. This has been such an epic fail from a political standpoint to me.
I have to head out as well.
Okay. Right.
Sorry.
The fact that governments can't get their stuff
I have some
together.
friends. I will watch stream.
That's all right.
So
don't worry about it, bud. You get out of here. Love you, bud. Thank you much. I mean, I really feel like this is a failure by the government. I mean, by governments all over the world. This is why we pay taxes. We pay taxes because the taxes are supposed to allow the government to prepare for this kind of stuff. And we have been ripped off, frankly, as far as I'm concerned. I mean, you look at Canada right now, we've got a measly number of vaccinations out so far. This is why you have government and infrastructure is to deal with this stuff. My uncle is in an old age home in England, and it's been ravaged by COVID. And part of his family has been vaccinated, but he hasn't, even though he's in a home. So it drives me crazy. No, Gilles, it's not a cure in itself, but it certainly puts us on a much better footing than without it. So
it helps with it, is what I've heard. It's not like all the other vaccines, I'm pretty sure. It just goes away.
What it does is your immune system now reacts to it instantly, as opposed to the virus getting a hold. Your system can get rid of it faster because it's basically being told how to deal with it. But I think it's similar to other vaccines. We just don't know how long it lasts for, I think, is part of the thing, right?
I think so. I don't really know that, because I haven't really talked about vaccination, because I really don't know if there is going to be a vaccine coming out in a while. I hope.
Yeah, Killer Sith. It's an mRNA vaccine. So basically, you're giving your body the blueprint for how to fight the virus. It's incredibly cool. You know what I mean? Incredibly cool. James is listening in. James can answer these questions. So, Wolfpup, you were saying that you don't think it stops the virus. That it just...
I don't think it will exactly stop the virus. It will probably help with the virus, like help your body.
You're saying it doesn't cure the virus. It just makes us better. Yeah. Well, let's ask Gurney on this, because James, this is what James does. He is a microbiologist, scientist type that might just be able to help us out on that. He's a doctor. Basically, that's probably the easiest way of putting it. Doctor scientist, James Gurney. What do you think? Is this it gives you immunity, but only for a certain period of time, I believe, right? And they also, I don't know whether this is true or not yet or not, but I had heard that they still don't know whether you can pass it on, if that makes sense. If you can still be infectious even though you've got the virus, because you've got the vaccine.
The thing is, we can't really test that, in my opinion. It's because, well, we can test it, but we can't test it humanely, in my opinion.
Well, part of the problem is you can't say, like, what's it going to do to you in 2 years' time, because we haven't had 2 years to do it, right? But I think there's definitely safeguards that you can do that they are doing. And the reality is, given the choice of potentially dying or just hoping for the best. I mean, if you're potentially dying and hoping for the best, or potentially dying but taking the vaccine, not that the vaccine will kill you, but that, I think you want to take the vaccine, right? I mean, that seems to make the most sense to me. I don't know why you wouldn't take the vaccine.
Same, but I know that some people won't want to get it, but I don't see why they wouldn't want to get it if it helps.
Yeah, Gilles raised a point here about allergies, but the reality is that's the same problem with all vaccines. The allergy thing is something that is, or several things. So Wolfpup is quite right. Woohoo! Way to go, Wolfpup. The vaccine will reduce your personal risk. You are likely to still be infectious. Immunity will be long-lived to this strain. An issue is we will still need masks, etc., to get below an R0 of 1. So that is is it the replicating number? Is that right? Have I got that right? R is at the replication number. So basically, instead of if someone were to pass on the infection, they pass it to one person. Is that right? Have I got that right? We'll see. Yes, says VTO Freak. You are fantastic. 9th. Marvin Hamir says that Gillest says that Marvin Hamir is fantastic. One, you infect one other person, right? Right. So that's how many people the average infection spread. So once you get over one, it becomes a problem because you're multiplying. It becomes, the problem compounds as it goes along, right? R2, you infect two other people, exactly. A Whovian thing. Well, then for God's sake, don't include me. Hey, Frazine from Morocco. Wow, welcome. What's it like out in Morocco?
What I think about the vaccine is it's not only you who needs to get the vaccine, it's everybody who needs to get the vaccine.
That's it.
To make it so we can go back to normal, everybody has to get the vaccine.
Absolutely.
Because, or at least majority of people.
But this is why we elect people. This is why that's why they can take our tax monies, because we've got systems in place that are supposed to deal with emergencies like this. And what we've done is we've decided, you know what, we haven't had a giant pandemic in 100 years. We'll be fine. Let's just bail on that for a bit. So I feel like one of the biggest issues we've got into during this pandemic is politics. Like politics has gotten in the way of common sense and of compassion. I think is my feeling, anyways. All right. Has the AstraZeneca vaccine reached the U.S.? I do not know. We're in Canada, and I'm not sure which one we have. I believe I can't remember the one we have. Is it the Moderna one that we have?
I don't know. I haven't looked into the vaccine.
I haven't looked into it because I'm just assuming I'm got to be way down the list. I know that one of our friends who's a doctor at Michael Garron, they have had the vaccine, but she's OB-GYN, so she's delivering babies and delivering some cases she's delivering babies of people who have COVID. You know?
Oh.
Yeah.
That would be a bit awkward in my opinion. Knowing the person has COVID and doing that.
Yeah, isn't that wild? I mean, you got to be a pretty great person to be willing to do that kind of stuff. You know, it's Pfizer and Moderna. So apparently Killer Sid says it's Pfizer and Moderna that we have. And herd immunity is actually around 65%, just more than half. I don't know that that's true, StallerX. The vaccine coverage is linked to the R0 and how effective the vaccine is. Luckily, the mRNA vaccines are effective enough to get herd immunity, R0 below 1, with around 70 to 80. Oh, fantastic. So as long as 70 to 80% of people do the vaccine, then we're in a good situation. The problem, of course, is whether we can get that vaccine in us. Because the logistics of getting vaccine to that many people is going to be really difficult. You know? What else have we got here? So it's getting late here in France, and the big capitalism monster needs feeding tomorrow morning. Have a good one, everyone. Norm! Thanks for joining us, Norm. You sleep well. Bienvenue, or bonsoir, dormir bon. How's that?
Salut is another way to say
Salut.
bye.
Ah oui, merci. Merci, Wolf Pup.
Au revoir, I think, is also one. I'm not good with my French.
What was the other one? What did you
Au
say?
revoir.
Au revoir. Au revoir. Au revoir. I believe is how you say it. Yeah, that's interesting. So do you force people to take the vaccine? What do you think? Like, let's say someone decides they don't want to take the vaccine, but we know that the vaccine is needed. What if more than 70% of the population don't want to take the vaccine? Then what do we do?
I don't know what would happen. I feel like it would, if the majority of the people you said, if the majority of the people didn't want to, I feel we would have to, like, get the government to decide that. I don't feel like it could be a person, not government, a minister, prime minister. I always get that mixed up.
Well, yeah, because we've got a prime minister. I get confused because I've got 3 passports and we all have different things. I mean, so America has a president. We have a prime minister. England has a prime minister too, doesn't it? Isn't it? Is it called prime minister there? I think so.
I haven't really been able to see the difference between prime minister and president, really.
Well, I think it's just different terms for similar things, right? Although, of course, the government system is a little different in Canada than it is in America, and I get very confused. Prime Minister Boris Johnson, exactly. I was pretty sure it was Prime Minister, but I want to make sure I get these things right, because as I say, having 3 different passports and having lived in 3 different countries and generally moving around a lot, I tend to get confused. And Germany has a president and a chancellor. Yes. Do we have a chancellor? I feel like we've got a chancellor or someone. It's just the Queen now. That's right, James. Yeah,
I don't know what a chancellor is.
What is a chancellor? Can someone explain chancellor? So president is federal and the head of state. Prime minister is the first minister and not the head of state. I see. Very good. Felicia Day is also live. It's all the streamers I follow are on now. Yeah. Well, look, I'm going to bail very soon.
Is also alive?
I'm going to bail very soon because I'm looking at 20 after 6. I need to start thinking about dinners and stuff for people. It should be their choice. So people think, so SolarX says it should be their choice. If they don't want to take the vaccine, then it's their risk. Like what everyone said, people can be. The only problem I have is if too many people, for example, don't get their smallpox vaccination, then people can get smallpox. Isn't that dangerous to everybody? I mean, I'm not saying we should vaccinate people forcibly, but I saw your performance in suits today. Just one question: did you keep the suit? I wish, Fezzi. I wish. God, that was a great suit, wasn't it? All right, Gillests. So you're saying that you'll stick with me until I go. James Gurney, you're streaming? Wait, James is streaming now? Wait a second, are you? Shut the front door. All right, let's go check this out. I'm gonna go check this out.
Goes and closes the door.
We're totally rating James for sure. If James is streaming, we got to do that, right? What is James? What is your channel's name?
James streamed yesterday. They streamed Dark Souls.
What did you do?
James streamed Dark Souls. I just looked at Discord. I mean, not Discord.
So I just permitted you, James, if you're not already permitted, to put a link in there if you want to let people know where you are. Toss a coin to your scientist. I love it. That's it. We need to support our scientists any way we can, and God knows we've taken every ounce of support and patience that James could possibly have put out. You're not streaming right this second, James. Quick, get streaming so I can raid you. What do we got? A friend of David who is a virologist, a doctor specializes in virus like ours. What was that, Wolf Pup?
I think you really want to go and make dinner.
I'm hungry. I'll admit I'm hungry. And I gotta say, I'm a bit nervous about what's happening in the States right now. I kind of want to see what's going on. You know what I mean?
From what I haven't seen much about it, but it seems, I feel like if you're in the States right now, it would be really scary.
I think so. I mean, we've got a lot of people here who are in the States. I mean, what are people thinking? Is this spreading to other states, or is it just Washington State right now? Not that there's anything just the capital of the entire country, but is it just at least contained to Washington right now? Killer Sith, you go do some schoolwork. Very wise. What are you working on? I know, garlic bread. It's true, just a fry. It's very true. All right, somebody let me know when James goes live, and I'll make sure we rate him. History and English. Oh boy, the problem with both of those is there's usually a lot of writing in both. So good luck with that, Killer Sith. You almost done? Where are you at? You got to be done. You did Hamlet early in the year. I remember that. Flu vaccine is just like recommended, so I doubt they'll force people. Yeah, look, they didn't even force people to wear masks here. The reality is that it's just recommended that you wear them, and I think you're an idiot if you don't. It's just my opinion. Bread makes you fat. Who gets the reference? Oh, God, what was that? Bread makes you fat. Oh, I know this one.
Didn't you say that in one of your tweets?
I might have said that. Washington D.C. or Washington State. It's Washington D.C. I believe is where this is all happening. In fact, I don't believe. I know that's. I mean, unless it's some huge conspiracy and someone's done amazing visual effects, that's it. No exams. Wow. Well, that's good, I suppose. Learn this stuff anyways, just because it's good to know. Washington D.C. has a curfew to restore order. Yeah. It happens in a movie in Toronto. Oh, I know what it is. It's oh my gosh, the Evil X's. Come on, Baz would know this. Damn it.
Anybody watching in the corner is probably wondering how I'm so
what
bad.
What the heck is going on?
They're probably wondering how I'm so bad. It's because it's a blood moon.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah, that means there's so much.
Oh, you were slain.
Yeah.
Please tell me what the name of that movie is, because I can't. It's one of my favorite movies of all time, and I can't for some reason. I know why I can't think of it, because I'm freaking starving. That's why, Wolf Pup.
Why what? Oh.
I can't remember the name of a movie that's like my favorite movie. It's Scott Pilgrim. That's it, Scott Pilgrim. It's Scott Pilgrim, I believe, is where that quote comes from. Fat bread makes you fat. Is that right? Yeah, it is. It is Scott Pilgrim versus the World. Very good. God, I think that director is one of the most brilliant directors. Oh, here's something else I'm talking about. Wolf Pup, you might find this interesting, or maybe not. Maybe you don't find this interesting. But I'm thinking about doing a couple of like sort of special edition Tech Bandits that would be film bandits, and it would be about sort of like how to get into film and television, and talking about sort of the new kind of Hollywood and streaming and all that kind of stuff. I just thought that could be kind of fun to do, because I've had a lot of people asking about how to get. A lot of their kids are interested now. They're at that age in high school where they're beginning to make those decisions that might lead them more towards the arts, and they have a lot of questions about how they should pursue that. So I thought I should do. I've sort of, I think I've mentioned this before, but I'd like to do a real sort of film bandits at some point, but not before I do a PC build, because tomorrow we got to build that PC tomorrow. Absolutely.
Yeah, how are you gonna do that? Like, have you figured out how you're going to do it?
How I'm going to do the build?
Yeah.
Well, the idea is, so I've been watching a bunch of videos on the best practices, even though I've done this a lot, to be fair. I used to build PCs back in the old days. It was a lot more complicated. But I still think it's always a good idea to, if YouTube is out, that's what the internet's there for, right? You want to know if there's anything you're interested in, you look it up on often on YouTube, and you'll be able to watch someone do it or have them walk you through the process. So I've watched a bunch of videos. Of course, we've got Alan as backup, and Alan, he used to run nuclear submarines, so he's and then also did cybersecurity for the Navy and stuff. So he kind of knows his stuff a little. He's a good guy to fall back on, shall we say? So he'll be around. He works at Intel now. Did you know that, Wolf Pup?
No, I did not.
Were you there? Were you there for that stream? Were you around for that?
The noodles?
Yeah.
I was there, but I wasn't really understanding what everybody was saying.
Oh, really? Yeah. Well, feel free to ask questions on that stuff, because it's like we assume some stuff, and I get a bit nerdy on it. So, what do we got going on here? Am I a Legend? Didn't I Am a Legend start with a vaccine? Yeah, probably. There you go. James Gurney, right. He's live and ready. Gonna stream some Star Wars Squadrons, and we'll die a lot. Oh, we gotta watch that. All right, everybody. Please. We're in such weird times right now. And, first off, we are losing thousands and thousands of people to this horrible virus. And I think it's more important than ever that we think about other people. Let's try to see the world from other people's perspectives, and not just immediately assume that because they have different opinions than us that they are, monsters. And also, let's not forget that these aren't numbers; they're people. We're losing these people, and I'm saying this not to you like you don't know this. I'm saying this to remind myself of the same thing. I think we are living in what they used to say as a curse. We live in interesting times, and I think now is the time where we're going to be pushed to the limit on what we're willing to be patient and accepting, and where we need to step up and speak out. And I think I think now is the time that we need to start. We need to sort of start really, sort of again looking at things from other people's perspectives. So I hope that we can all do that, and I hope I wish everyone a very safe night. And again, my sympathies to everybody who's lost people in this pandemic. As a couple of people have mentioned in the chat today. I'm sorry, it's not. I haven't said that well. I just feel it's important to. I don't know. I guess I just. This is weird. It's a very odd, weird time, and I know that I'm going to find myself looking back on this and going like, oh my God, we're playing Terraria and talking about bots, and at the same time, Washington is in lockdowns, and the world is in lockdowns. Washington is being locked down. This is really strange times, and so everyone, go and hug someone that you can, who lives in the same family, who lives with you, as opposed to people who don't. Wear a mask, be safe, be kind, be brilliant, and we shall geek again soon. So I shall say cheerio, and I shall say huzzah, and then I'll figure out how to raid James Gurney, because, damn it, he's a damn fine fellow, that James. All right, let's raid. Huge thanks to our mods again, Ruby K and Cal, as always. We are raiding James Gurney. Did we get the right link for James? Does anyone have the right link for him? Thank you, everybody. Wolf Pup, you have a good one, all right?
You too. We haven't rated yet.
No, I know. I need to find the URL.
Because I was going to say we cannot do our after
Hey, wait a second. Is it James Gurney just James Gurney? It's just James R. Gurney. Aha! That sneaky little R. All right, we're rating James Gurney. Here we go. We're going in. There we go. We should have 67 people for you, I think, James.
67?
Yeah. No, 56. Now it's 56. As soon as we said we were finishing up, I guess, all right. Lost a few people for you. But there you go. We're going to raid. Look, everybody, again, be safe. What did I say? Be safe, be kind, be brilliant. I kind of like that. It's a nice little combo. And we shall geek again. Cheerio and huzzah! And now we raid.
We shouldn't have said it that early.
Oh, really? We said it too early?
Okay.
Damn it. All right, wait a sec. Hang on. Let me do the off-air thing. Once we've got everyone over, we're raiding with a party of 52. There we go. Oh, my God. Look at that squadrons. It looks so cool. Oh, this may be a game I might... But I think I'd get sick playing it. I think I'd get motion sickness. You know what I mean?
You can play it in VR.
You can play it in VR?
Yep.
Is he playing it in VR now?